What's going on, everybody? Welcome into Celtics Today by Chat Sports. I am your host, Allie Barefoot. I know it's been a while, but the Boston Celtics were very busy this offseason. Obviously, they were just enjoying winning the NBA Finals, but now they're playing their fifth and final preseason game, and surprise, surprise, the Celtics are actually undefeated so far in the preseason. So we wanted to go live here 1 week ahead of the NBA regular season starting in TD Garden, taking on the New York Knicks. I can't promise you we're going to see a lot of the Boston Celtics starters tonight, but still, the bench has definitely been something that we've all been wondering who's going to be that 15th and final roster spot player on the team this upcoming year. And if Lonnie Walker can prove in this last game that he's worth it to be that 15th guy. If not, it might look like Maine for the buddy, but nonetheless, we just want to hang out with you guys about 1 week ahead of the regular season finally getting underway, and we can start getting back into the rhythm of having watch parties every single Boston Celtics game, just like last year when the Celtics took it all the way and won the NBA Finals. So thank you guys so much for tuning in here. I can't wait to have a great time with you and everybody that's been in here, been supporting us throughout the offseason, and I already see a bunch of real ones in the comment section right now. We got Jive, Christopher Domingo, who's actually been a pretty big fan of my Patriots coverage here so far this season as well, so thank you guys so much. It's always great to hang out with you guys. Who else is in here? I got Ronnie Hood saying, hey, everyone, gave you a like. Appreciate that, Ronnie. You know, Boston Celtics, I mean, when you're looking at who could possibly play tonight going up against the Raptors, I don't think they're going to play any of their starters either, so we're definitely going to have to wait and see who that is going to end up being. If we're going to see, RJ Barrett, if we're going to see Emmanuel Quickly, if we're going to see Scotty Barnes. It's still up to game time decisions. King Shorts already in the chat in here as well. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. So let me go on ahead and get this party started, shall we? All right. Do me one favor and just let me know where you guys are watching from. I know it's been a while since we've actually done this with everybody. It's been a while since we've had a watch party here on Celtics Today by Chat Sports. As Robster is in here, Levi the Best watching from New York, of course. It is probably a lonely lifestyle being a Boston Celtics fan while you guys are hanging out in New York, but I do appreciate you for hopping in here. The Knicks actually do play tonight as well as the Miami Heat. And, of course, if you guys are in New York, well, then you get to possibly watch your Yankees go up 2-0 against the Cleveland Guardians. All right, I've also got King Shorts in here from York, Pennsylvania. Welcome in, King Shorts. I don't think you are a Patriots fan because I really don't see you in any of the Patriots streams that I have here recently. So maybe you're one of those Celtics fans that likes a different NFL team. But hey, I get it. I mean, I used to be a Commanders fan. Now I'm here with the Patriots. Now I'm here with the Celtics. But I will never turn on my Yankees. I do apologize for that. So you're just going to have to deal with that when it comes to me. All right, Levi the Best saying, hell no, I would never like that bum franchise. Well, thank God Marshall Green isn't here. That would not have gone over very well. Jennifer Sanchez saying Las Vegas here. Appreciate you guys for tuning in as we are getting more people in this stream as we are getting closer to game time. The Celtics do actually have the early game here tonight as we do play at 6 p.m. I believe everybody else will go live around 6:30. And then, of course, the only other game tonight is going to be the MLB playoffs, which that will tip off. That will have the first pitch at 6:38 this evening, Central Time, 7:38 on the East Coast as well. All right, let me know where you guys are watching from right now if you have not already. Let me go on ahead and get something else going here. So I know it's just the preseason, but let me know who you guys got in this matchup. Once again, I do think the only starter that we're almost guaranteed to see here is going to be Al Horford. Al Horford has not played in the preseason yet, for obvious reasons. The man's 38 years old and has nothing else he needs to prove in the preseason. But knowing the Boston Celtics do still have a little bit of an issue with their center depth, knowing Kristaps Porzingis is going to be out for the first couple of months, I do think that it would be great just to get him in the ballgame for at least one game going up against the Raptors. And even then, I would be very generous with his time, because the last thing you want to do is wear out Horford, get him hurt, and just have to deal with that, because then you're going to have to rely on Luke Cornett, Xavier Tillman, and then Neemias Queta as well. So I'm glad to see Al Horford in here. I think it'll be a good opportunity for him to really get this under his belt. But once again, being 38 years old and being in the league for 20 years, there's not too much you need to do very differently. Jake Novo watching from the Philippines. I appreciate that. Thank you for joining in here. Levi, I got it. I got it. I'm getting back into the swing of basketball here. I know we're a week away, but it doesn't even feel like mid-October to me, to be honest. So I'm completely in a football mindset right now. But hopefully, if the Boston Celtics do end up sweeping in the preseason and win all 5 games, then maybe it'll start to feel a little bit more like Boston Celtics basketball is here and back for the next 10 months, I think is how long this season is. But all right, do me one favor here and let me know what you think the Celtics versus Raptors score is going to be. The Celtics have actually been putting up some pretty big numbers. I mean, the one game that I did watch in Abu Dhabi, the first game of the preseason, Boston Celtics are over here putting up still over 100 points, even if it is the preseason. And I do know that we still have lethal shooters when it comes to the bench. You got your Pritchards, your Sam Hausers, maybe even Lonnie Walker can start to get some points up in there for them as well. But I'm really going to be looking at the Celtics just absolute blow the Toronto Raptors, to be honest. Let me pull up the last score of their NBA preseason game because they did actually play the Raptors already once before. So in their preseason, they have beaten the Nuggets twice, 107-103 in Abu Dhabi. Then they crushed them the next night, 130-104. Then they took on the 76ers and absolutely annihilated, 139-89 was the final score. Then they just squeaked by the Raptors of 115-111. And if you look at the box score and who really popped off for the Boston Celtics in that game, it was Lonnie Walker. It was Lonnie Walker and Drew Peterson. And we've gotten to watch Drew Peterson before, just knowing that he's been a two-way player for the Celtics for a while now. But I do feel like Peterson's probably going to be another main guy just for a little bit. But Lonnie Walker, the only thing that's really standing in Walker's way right now is $10 million. The Celtics are so far over the cap space anyways, and they're so far into the luxury tax bill that adding a player like Lonnie Walker is going to do damage to the roster. So I do think that Brad Stevens may have to make the unfortunate choice of possibly cutting Lonnie Walker if that does save them about $10 million, which in the grand scheme of things is going to do a lot for the Boston Celtics moving forward. But I mean, if he keeps putting up these numbers like he did last game, he had 1 assist, 20 points, only 1 turnover. He went 4 for 9 from downtown, 8 for 5 from the field. If he can do that again, especially if they do happen to go up against like the RJ Barretts and Scotty Barnes, I think Lonnie Walker may end up making a case for himself. And then Drew Peterson, 3 for 5 from downtown, 6 for 9 from the field. No starters last game. The starting 5 was Hauser, Keita, Pritchard, Walker, and Walsh, which Jordan Walsh, I was not the biggest fan of Walsh, I'm going to be honest. I did not think that he really proved himself in Summer League, being a 2-year player, and at that point he was getting beat out by rookies. But so far in the preseason, Jordan Walsh has shown that he attended Derek White's shooting camp. This man's form has gotten so much better. His release is a lot quicker. So Jordan Walsh is also one of those guys that's trying to fight for some minutes right now because there will be some garbage time minutes available, not having O'Shea Brissett, not having Svi Mykhailiuk back. So you want to look at 2 players, possibly Jaden Springer, maybe even Baylor Scheierman, who has been complete garbage so far in the preseason, which is really unfortunate because he's a rookie. He was drafted in the first round here for the Boston Celtics, which a lot of that can just be rookie jitters. But Baylor Scheierman going 0 for 6, 0 for 5 from downtown, only grabbing 2 boards, 1 assist, 1 steal, and that's kind of been a reoccurring trend so far in the preseason. Baylor Scheierman really has not made any shots in the preseason, so this might be his last opportunity, or else he could possibly spend some time in Maine, and they could maybe make up one of those roster spots that is currently filled. So if you guys want the Boston Celtics to beat the Toronto Raptors, do one thing for me and hit that like button. JKB asking where I got this shirt. This is my Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown stepbrother shirt, and I've washed it plenty of times now, so it's super soft. I got this from Etsy. I actually went back to the girls' page a little while ago, and they do not have this shirt anymore. So maybe somebody else has it, but I got probably 2 years ago, Tatum and Brown as the classic stepbrothers pose there with Will Ferrell. So this has turned out to be one of my favorite shirts that I do have here. As Justin saying, need that t-shirt for real. I will look on my Etsy and let me see if I can end up finding the link of where I got this shirt, because I have gotten plenty of compliments. And the beauty of it, wearing it in Boston, you can kind of wear this wherever. Like I wear this talking about the Patriots because, you know, we're all family here. But all right, go ahead and hit that like button for me if you guys haven't already. 50 people watching in here as we have about 15 minutes until tip-off for the last preseason game for the Boston Celtics, because we are now 1 week out from taking on the New York Knicks, which is going to be a very intense matchup. Obviously facing a very different roster from last year. They got Bridges, they got Cat, Dante DiVincenzo's gone, no more Julius Randle. They'll be coming to TD Garden on October 22nd. Of course, that will be the Boston Celtics ring ceremony as well. So it would be really nice just to beat the Knicks, start off the season 1-0, but it's going to be really nice to beat the Knicks with a ring in our back pocket. Mark saying like the live. Levi the best letting you guys know to like the live as well. That Hole actually said he likes Walsh's game. I definitely gave Walsh a little bit of shit probably in Summer League more so than I should have. But in my opinion, when you're in Summer League and you're already a 2-year player in the actual NBA, you should be absolutely dominating Summer League. That's what Jaden Springer did. And that's why Jaden Springer played his way out of Summer League. Walsh was still getting beat by Anton Watson and Baylor Scheierman. But since then, the training camp obviously paid off. Walsh has really shown that he can hang with the big boys in the NBA preseason so far. And I do believe that with the center depth issue that we have right now, of Kristaps Porzingis being injured, relying on 38-year-old Al Horford, Luke Cornett, Tillman, Queta, I do think that Walsh in any roster that he's ever going to have with the Boston Celtics, this is probably his best time to earn some minutes, especially in garbage time minutes. So I'll have to wait and see what Walsh can do again tonight. He had 16 points, 10 boards, and 4 of those were offensive, so he racked up a nice little double-double. He went 50% from the field and 1 for 4 from downtown, but still, I'm more so okay with a center like as big as Jordan Walsh is, not making nearly as many threes, but still taking 4 threes in a preseason game shows me he's definitely worked on his shot in the offseason. So if he wants to end up earning some garbage time, now is the time to do it. Andrew saying Luke can easily play as a starter center in 30 to 35 games. I think that's what they're going to have to do. When you're going to play what? There's 82 games in the season. The first 2 months will probably be in between that 20 and 30 mark when you only really play a couple games in October. I think Luke Cornett is going to get the opportunity to be a starter for sure. It's because you can't start Al Horford back-to-backs because of his age. You don't want to injure him. You definitely don't want to get Al Horford injured. And then I think Luke Cornett is your next man up. And Joe Mazzulla has already started Luke Cornett in every single preseason game here so far, except for last game. But with the starters, it's been White, Holiday, Brown, Tatum, and Cornett. That's why Horford hasn't been playing. So Cornett showed that he can definitely work with those 4. So I like his game so far. It took a little while for me to get on the Luke Cornett train, but so far it's still a work in progress, but I do think that the bigger role he's going to have this year is going to make me like him a lot more. So let me know who you guys got here. Go ahead and type C for Celtics and type T for Toronto Raptors in the comment section down below. As more people are starting to roll in here, we are getting closer to tip-off. This one is on NBA TV. Got about 12 minutes away from this preseason game tipping off. And then once we get closer, we'll find out more about who's in the starting 5, who we're going to see tonight. I would doubt that we would see any starters other than Al Horford. I mean, maybe you might see some for the first quarter, but I don't know. That's tough. Let me see what's going on here. I got to sign back in to my NBA account because that's how long it's been. That is how long it has been at Chat Sports that we just have not been talking NBA. Haven't been going live for NBA. So, appreciate you guys bearing with me here. I got to go back through this whole thing. Okay. Levi's saying, what age do you think Holiday will start to be on the decline? We're already talking about Drew Holiday's decline. I'm talking about how Drew Holiday can literally win Defensive Player of the Year. There is no decline for my man Drew. There is no decline coming anytime soon. What's he, 34 years old right now? Al Horford just got ranked in ESPN's top 100. My man's 38. I don't personally see Drew Holiday's decline coming anytime soon, knowing that he just won second team All-Defense NBA. But if I had to guess, I'd probably say when his contract's up. When Drew Holiday, who just signed another 4-year contract with the Celtics to put him at 38, I think that's probably going to be the end of Drew Holiday in his NBA career. I don't see him switching to another city with his family and starting over. So that is probably where I'm going to go here with Drew Holiday. All right, let me see what else I got here for you guys. All right, speaking of that, why don't you guys go on ahead and name a Boston Celtics player that you are excited to watch tonight. The NBA stream is up and running. More people are hopping into this stream now, which I sincerely appreciate. Noah Rubin's back in the chat. What's up, my man, Noah? Christopher Domingo letting me know he wants the Boston Celtics to take home the dub. Go 5-0 here. Mark is more excited to watch Lonnie Walker. I'm extremely excited to watch Lonnie Walker, knowing that because I've been so consumed with Patriots football that I really haven't gotten to watch a ton of Boston Celtics preseason games. So the one thing that I didn't really like from Joe Mazzulla was signing on Lonnie Walker and then not playing him pretty much in the first 2 preseason games. I think he totaled 10 minutes, and both of those came the very end of the fourth quarter in a preseason game. So now that Lonnie Walker is earning more minutes, and, when he came in, he didn't do that much, but he played 30 minutes last game, dropped 20 points, 1 assist as well. So I'm definitely going to keep an eye on Lonnie Walker. I believe this is probably his last opportunity to showcase that he can be on this roster as a 15th player. 1 million subs saying Raptors are winning. Christopher Domingo is excited to watch Jason Tatum. Let me see if I have an update on the Boston Celtics starters for tonight's game. And let me see if we can get... we have a spicy starting lineup tonight. It will be Derek White, Peyton Pritchard instead of Drew Holiday, Jaylen Brown, Jason Tatum, and Al Horford. That is your starting 5 tonight. No Drew Holiday in the starting lineup, but I'm very intrigued to see Peyton Pritchard in the lineup. 24 minutes last game. Pritchard dropped 19, went 5 for 11 from downtown, 7 for 13 from the field, and he tacked on 5 rebounds and 9 assists. So he's 1 assist away from getting a double-double. I mean, Pritchard has shown that he can earn more minutes, but I don't think that's what Pritchard really wants. I think Pritchard is pretty satisfied being the 6th man right now. He has a very good role when it comes to coming off the bench, but I would digress in saying that Pritchard would probably like to be substituted in a little bit more. So maybe that's why Mazzulla is starting to do this starting lineup with Peyton Pritchard, because like I just said, Drew Holiday is also getting up there in age, being 34 years old. Do I think he's slowing down? Absolutely not. I personally think he could win Defensive Player of the Year this year, but knowing that you could possibly have a Peyton Pritchard in that starting lineup could just make it a little bit more fun for Joe Mazzulla in the regular season. Andrew, what do you think about Baylor? Can he be in the rotation this year, or will he play more in the G League? I'm going to go G League for Baylor Scheierman. So far, Scheierman has not done well in preseason, which is really where this rookie needs to start thriving. Baylor Scheierman has just kind of gone over, to be honest. It genuinely has scored no more than 3 points. So, knowing that Baylor Scheierman was drafted for his offensive abilities, I could definitely see him, if he doesn't improve tonight, or at least showcase that maybe the first 4 games had to be the yips or something, then I think he's going to head back down to the G League, which is okay. That's kind of where rookies need to be regardless, especially when you're coming onto the best roster in the NBA per a lot of NBA analysts and, myself. So it's going to be hard for him to even gain any type of garbage time, especially when you've got players in there like Neemias Queta, Jaden Springer, Jordan Walsh, just other players that have already kind of started to earn their dues. So if I do see Baylor start in the G League, I'm not going to be too mad about it. I think that would actually probably be a better situation for Baylor. But then you still got a couple of two-way players in there, J.D. Davison, Drew Peterson, and Anton Watson, that could also possibly pop back and forth that we could see on the road or at home. Mark said, next time I chat with Smitty on Giants now, I'm going to get him here. It's going to be a party. Yeah, Smitty's doing some work over there with Marshall Green right now. Hokic saying, if it isn't the hostess that has Celtic blood flowing through her veins. How you been, homegirl? Any Celtics dubs this year? Another Celtic dub this year. Absolutely. Boston Celtics are going back-to-back, but I'm a little bit biased. No, seriously, thank you so much for tuning in. I know it's been a while since we've been live here, but the Boston Celtics really have had probably the most boring offseason, as they should, in the NBA. It's kind of what happens when you win the championship. But what's also funny is that in the same breath, they also have probably the biggest revenge tour coming for any team that has just won the NBA Finals, in the sense that the media has just put this villain character all over the starting five, in the sense that, you know, Jaylen Brown being snubbed from Team USA, and then Jason Tatum being on Team USA but not playing. Now you got Kristaps Porzingis, who wants to come back and prove that he's not made of glass. Al Horford wants to prove that he's still 38 years old and can be a dominant player in the NBA. Derek White, never been an all-star. Drew Holiday looking for his first Defensive Player of the Year. A lot of guys have individual awards that can definitely motivate them throughout the regular season, but I've definitely noticed that Jason Tatum, even being in the offseason, wanting to work on that jumper, he started to take a lot more offensive shots than he normally does. You know, we used to joke on Celtics Today that Tatum doesn't do anything in the first quarter except pass. And that was the God's honest truth. He just wouldn't score in the first half, in the first quarter, unless he had to. He was always the facilitator. But now he's definitely turned into the more so, if I'm open, I'm taking it kind of guy. So it might be a little bit tough. See how that's going to play in with a guy like Jaylen Brown, who's also got a lot to prove. He even said that in his press conference in the preseason, saying, you know, I've got a chip on my shoulder for obvious reasons, so Brown's coming for next as well. I am wearing my Apple Watch. Levi calling the Celtics the Mickey Mouse ring. Ain't nothing soft about that. As the great Nick Roloff said, banners hang forever, which I will be using for the entire season now. No, Derek White has not been an all-star. Derek White should be an all-star. He has definitely proven that he is one of the better two-way guards in the NBA right now, and I will sleep on that forever. All right, we got 76 people watching in here as we are now getting closer to tip-off. We are about 3 minutes away, but how do you guys feel about the Boston Celtics taking home this win and being undefeated in the NBA preseason? Because I don't see why they couldn't, to be honest. I don't see why they couldn't. They already beat the Sixers. They already beat the Raptors. They already swept the Denver Nuggets in Abu Dhabi. So now they got one more on the road. Then it's back to Boston. And in 7 days, we will be doing this for real. We will be going up against the New York Knicks, the fresh new New York Knicks. Yeah. Andrew, why doesn't Sam Hauser participate in the three-point contest during the All-Star Week? Does he feel sorry for his opponents? His three-point shot is amazing. I don't know if he's ever been asked. I truly feel like this was probably the first season where Sam Hauser put a lot of guys on watch, because we knew that Sam Hauser was our lockdown three-point shooting guy, but I think that now, because the Boston Celtics had this like very extensive run, he's definitely put the league on notice. Not that nobody ever noticed Sam Hauser. He's always been a great three-point shooter. I think that's great. I mean, I don't think a lot of players particularly want to be in All-Star Week just because that's their only break. So maybe Sam Hauser has been asked and he just never decided to follow up with it. But I do think that Sam Hauser could definitely win the three-point contest. It'd be tough. I mean, you got players in there like Cat and Dame. I mean, Hauser's going to have to be on his absolute A game, but nonetheless, we'll have to wait and see. And we got to get through. We got to start the regular season before we start talking about our All-Star break already. Even though it does come pretty fast. All right, let me ask you guys one more question here before we get into it. Do we think Lonnie Walker is going to have more or less than 15.5 points here tonight? Type M for more. Type L for less. Let me know what you guys are thinking down below. Mark saying Boston Celtics are absolutely going to sweep this preseason. I like it. Troll asking, where's my boy Smitty? Smitty is being a team player here at Chat Sports. Got a couple other responsibilities that he is handling and crushing right now. So it is just going to be your girl here on our stream for tonight. But I did want to go live for at least one preseason game this year while we are about 1 week away from the Celtics season actually starting. Coop, can you raise my camera just a little bit? I am starting... Yes, I'm starting to notice just a little sliver of the TV. There we go. Perfect. Thank you so much. But it was going to be a whole mess for me to be able to do that. All right. All right, we are extremely close from tip-off happening here, so we make sure we are all up to date and ready to go on the app. I'm not particularly the biggest fan of preseason, but obviously we all know the reason why we have preseason. It's not so much for us, but for the players, so that is why I'm okay with it. Celtics won, banner 18 saying Celtics 140, Raptors 80. I want to say that's crazy, but the Celtics pretty much just did that exact same thing to the Philadelphia 76ers, so never say never, I guess. But we are now just moments away from tip-off happening here in Toronto. The Celtics are on the road. They played the Toronto Raptors the other day at TD Garden. This will be their fourth game on the road. Let's see. The first two obviously were on the road. They were in Abu Dhabi. And then they played Toronto at home, and they played the Sixers at home. So now this is their last game. Ty Man saying Lonnie Walker's going to have more than 15 and a half. He can do it. He had 20 points in the first one, so might as well. He's got to get the playing time, though. Knowing that he started last game, obviously with no starters, and he was going to play 30 minutes, but now that he's not starting, I'm intrigued to see where Joe Mazzulla is going to put Lonnie Walker in the rotation. I don't think he'll be a first rotation kind of guy. I think that job kind of belongs to Sam Hauser, knowing Lonnie Walker's kind of in a wing competition right now with a few players. So we'll have to wait and see how Joe Mazzulla decides to use Lonnie Walker in order for him to score more than 15.5 points. But if he does get the opportunity, that's a no-brainer right there. That's an absolute no-brainer. All right, if you guys are ready for Boston Celtics basketball, well, do one thing for me. Go on ahead and hit that like button for me. We only have 33 likes here so far, and we need the more likes that we get, the more that YouTube pushes this stream out into the For You pages in the Jet stream, and it just gains more Boston Celtics fans. Because, look, I know that a lot of you guys do not pay for NBA League Pass because I don't pay for NBA League Pass. So that's why we have Celtics Today. That way you guys can enjoy watching your team for free, being told by a fan to other fans, because we are so close from regular season actually popping off that I wanted to hop on here just real quick, see you guys, and talk about a little bit about Boston Celtics basketball. Jive saying, did we trade Porzingis for Jokic yet? I don't think that's happening. I think you got Centelled. I don't think that's happening. All right, we got 86 people coming in here, about one timeout, one commercial break away from the Boston Celtics and Toronto Raptors tipping off here in Toronto for their final preseason game of the year. Yug saying, I think Pritchard and Hauser are going to go off this season. I do too. I think this is a bench that's definitely going to surprise a lot of people. We already knew we had the best Boston Celtics starting lineup, but now knowing that we've got Peyton Pritchard who's in his bag right now, Sam Hauser who's in his bag, just got a new contract extension, I think it's going to be a good year for the bench. Oh, sorry. Sometimes when I'm by myself hosting, your girl gets parched. All right. We have our national anthem going on right now, so we are getting closer to tip-off happening here. So if you guys haven't already, I want you guys to go ahead and do one thing for me and hit that sub button if you have not already. 39,303 people watching in here have subscribed to Celtics Today by Chat Sports. It's been a while. And what's funny is that we actually put together our super chat menu here today, and it's nothing extensive, because we're going to save all the fun stuff for the actual regular season, which does start in about a week. But I did want to give you guys at least something to kind of go off of here. And when I saw the green team, I realized that we started the green team during the NBA Finals, and as you guys can see, we had a lot of fun in the Finals. Got a little bit over into a couple of live shows that we did in the offseason, but now it's time to get this bad boy back and filled up, ready to go. I've got my marker here because whoever ends up being the last person to fill this, we're going to put it on a raffle and get this to some lucky fan to get the the green team here, which is, if you guys don't know, the green team is something that we do normally throughout the regular season. We'll get a basketball, we'll get a shot ski, we'll get something that if you send in a super chat, we put your name on it as a piece of memorabilia to give out once it is full. But that way you guys can just always be a part of our show here because, we can't be physically in person. So while we're on YouTube, we got the little green team here to showcase our love to you guys for supporting our show. Danny Zoe saying, I think Tatum's going to go off this year by having motivation from what happened to him on Team USA. He wants to act like he's over it, and he's not. He's so not over what happened this summer. And I think Tatum's had a really great offseason, whether it wants to be confirmed nor denied. Tatum had another kid. I believe his name is Drew and Deuce, maybe? I'll have to double check that. But Tatum's had a really good offseason, so fixing that jumper, I think he's going to go off as well. But I think the number one storyline that I'm really intrigued to see is if Jaylen Brown can start to get in the MVP conversations. We know that Jason Tatum has always been in the MVP conversations. He hasn't necessarily been close to winning the MVP as he starts to kind of get snubbed out more so towards the second half of the season by Jokic, by Embiid, by Luka. But now that Tatum has this new and improved jumper, he's got Jaylen Brown's right-hand man. I do think that Jaylen Brown, who, by the way, is absolutely yoked, this guy put on so much muscle mass in the offseason that he better have something else to offer this year for us. I think that Jaylen Brown could possibly start to see himself in some NBA MVP rumors. Maybe not enough votes to actually get him to be the winner of it all, but that would be very cool. I do watch the NFL. I do actually host our Patriots Today channel here at Chat Sports as well. Andy's saying the Celtics bench is looking good. It's definitely, knowing they haven't changed anything, this whole team, I think that's what's really cool about having a guy like Brad Stevens is knowing that he's going to take care of you. And one thing that he wanted to do was offer everybody on the team the contract that they deserved, which is why Peyton Pritchard got his extension, which is why Sam Hauser got his extension. Is because he didn't want these players to have to go through the offseason and wonder about, am I staying in Boston? Where am I going? So when you do something like that, I think it just kind of instills confidence in your players saying, hey, look, man, we're investing in you. Now invest in us. And they get to work all offseason on their bodies, on their skill set, and just start to get better before the regular season. So I think that that is hopefully going to pay off here for the bench, being Peyton Pritchard and Sam Hauser. This is actually Sam Hauser's last year earning $2 million because next year he's going to start making $12 million. So he's got a nice little raise coming at him. So this year is going to be all about proving that he deserves that money. Do I think Jaylen should have won MVP last year? No, but I do think that he had a great year. I think that he definitely did deserve the NBA Eastern Conference MVP and the Finals MVP, that's for sure. So that was really nice to see him win that. You could have given that to a number of players on the Celtics squad. I think Jaylen Brown definitely came in the clutch the most. I think that he helped the Boston Celtics the most when it came down to it. So I think he has won the right awards. I will say that. All right, going through our starting lineups here for the Toronto Raptors and the Boston Celtics. As we know, the NBA never tips off on time. They were supposed to tip off at 6. It is now 6:08, so we're probably looking at about a 6:15 tip-off time. Welcome to the NBA. That's the one thing I have really enjoyed about being in the NFL season for so long is that when the NFL starts at 1:25, they're kicking off at 1:25. That's really nice. You can really just start to plan your whole day around it. Andy's saying Walsh looks good. Derek White looks good. Yeah, I think Derek White definitely becomes an all-star this year. I think Drew Holiday definitely puts a name for himself in the Defensive Player of the Year conversation as well. All right, got 100 people watching. If you guys haven't already, go on ahead and hit that like button for me. Let's see if we can get 50 likes here before we do tip off. So, if you guys love the Boston Celtics, like this video. It's super easy. They're running an interview right now on NBC Sports Boston of Joe Mazzulla, and if there's one thing that I have noticed this offseason is how much of a freaking psycho this man is when it comes to basketball. He's a genius. He is absolutely a genius. A bit of a basketball maniac, but hey, man, his methods work. He has the team watching like killer whale videos and how they hunt their prey and how you need to like continuously work all 4 quarters and help win the ball game. And I'm like, it's just a game. Being compared to, killer whales is kind of crazy. Starting for the Toronto Raptors, we do have Jakob Poeltl, Scotty Barnes, Grady Dick, Davion Mitchell, and Ochai Agbaji. I think that's how you say his name. And then, of course, Peyton Pritchard, Derek White, Jaylen Brown, Jason Tatum, and Al Horford will be the starting 5 for the Boston Celtics. Last season, Scotty Barnes averaging 20 points a game, 8.2 boards, and 6.1 assists, while Tatum was averaging 8.1 boards, 4.9 assists, and 27 points. Levi, yes, Marshall is going live tonight. Axel, the game was supposed to start at 6, but the NBA, I genuinely think it would hurt them if they ever went live on time. So now it is 6:11 Central Time, which is where we are right now. So we are looking at about a 6:15 tip-off, which is just awesome. Just great. But it's good that we get to see the Boston Celtics starters at least once more before the regular season does start in about a week. So on the floor tonight, we are going to have Al Horford in the tip-off, naturally. And we are about to get started. So if you guys are ready to get this tip-off underway, go on ahead and do one thing for me and spam your me's. Spam it as many times as you possibly can if you guys are ready for tip-off. All right. We're going to start here with Boston Celtics basketball. Jason Tatum going to find Al Horford from the top of the three-point line. He's going to end up taking that 3 ball. In and out it goes. Raptors are going to come up here with the board. Being aggressive on the other end. The Raptors end up putting a 3 ball up in the air first, and that one will sink. Toronto does score first after Al Horford could not get his 3 ball to fall. Update the scoreboard here for you guys. The Boston Celtics taking another 3. That one's not going to go in. We're still playing with 12 minutes here? Good to know. Sometimes you never know when they switch up stuff in the preseason. Got Grady Dick here taking a 3. My goodness, the Toronto Raptors are starting off extremely hot from downtown. Another 3. This one coming in from Grady Dick is going to give the Toronto Raptors a 6-0 lead, as Boston is 0 for 2 to start this ball game. Jaylen Brown finds Derek White. Derek White's going to chuck up a 3. That one's going to hit hard off the back iron. Not going to go in. Another rebound for Toronto. Jason Tatum kind of giving a little bit too much space here to Scotty Barnes. Starts the drive. Dribbles back out. They're going to call foul on Tatum, who is actually playing in the paint. Going to call foul on Jason Tatum for a reach on Jakob. So this one's going to be this is going to be a baseline inbound now. Excuse me, they're actually going to move this to the side out. Manuel quickly. Around the three-point line. Going to pull up here from the free throw. Not going to go in. Al Horford trying to beat Poeltl for the rebound. He will. Tips it out to Jaylen Brown. Now taking it down the court. He's going to get a foul. This time was a shooting foul. Jaylen Brown's ahead of the free throw line. Both teams now with 1 foul each. Toronto obviously sitting with that nice 6-point lead after 2 made threes to start this ball game. Jaylen Brown makes his first free throw, thank God. If there was one thing Jaylen Brown definitely needed to work on in the offseason, it needed to be free throws. Whenever Jaylen Brown went to the line, I promise you, I could guarantee you he would go 50%. Like, if I had to put money on anybody, stats, it would have been Jaylen Brown going 50% from a free throw line. Brown, his second free throw. He's good. All right. Boston now taking some points on the board. Got a 2-6 ball game here. Toronto Raptors finding Podol, switching to Grady Dick. He'll pull a nice mid-range jumper right over Al Horford. Didn't seem to feel the need to put his hands up over Grady Dick, and so Grady will sink that one in. Jaylen Brown taking a fast break on the other end after gaining the rebound. Just goes up for a right-handed layup to put 2 more points on the board. But the Raptors are moving at a very high-pace offense right now. So they go the other way. Take another 3. That one's not going to go in. Celtics with the board. Tatum driving inside, tucking it inside his inner arm, goes up, misses the layup, gets his own board, dribbles back out. Let's find Pritchard now in the right corner. Pritchard wants to take that 3 ball, takes a nice little side step, it's up, bang! Pritchard makes this a 1-point ball game. All right. Raptors respond very quickly. No passes, just an immediate 3 ball from the wing as the Raptors extend their lead. Peyton Pritchard hitting Jaylen Brown right around the post, taking this one-on-one. Jaylen Brown does a fadeaway in the post, and it's good. Jaylen Brown already now with 4 points for the Boston Celtics. But my God, the Raptors are there's no plays being run. There are no passes being made. It is just taking threes. And that's what Scotty Barnes does. The minute that Jaylen Brown went up for a layup, Scotty Barnes drained the 3 ball. Derek White with a nice little step through in the paint. Got to put the shot up. It's going to take a hard bounce. Not going to go in, but Derek White will draw the foul that sends him to the free throw line. So far, this is a no defense mess. This is just everybody, whoever has the ball, chuck it up there. That's pretty much how we're going right now. D. White at the free throw line, sinks his first one. Derek White still has one more. White's a 90% free throw shooter last season. White goes 2 for 2. Makes it a 3-point ball game again, which I'm sure the Raptors are going to try to make a 6-point ball game after this 3. Podol all alone at the top of the 3-point line. Finds Scotty Barnes, tries to throw it down low. Going to be off the Raptors. Celtics basketball. They waste no time with the inbounds. Derek White running up the court. Finds Jason Tatum. He'll do a sidestep 3 to the right. Bang! Tatum! For the first time, this ball game ties it up. 14 all after Jason Tatum finds his rhythm on a sidestep 3. Emmanuel quickly trying to get something going as the Raptors respond. My God. Did they do nothing but take 3-point shots since the last game? Boston's 2 for 5 from downtown while the Raptors are 5 for 6, and we are like 5 minutes into this ball game. Jaylen Brown hits a nice little crossover, takes one step inside the 3-point line. He'll drain a 2 right over Grady Dick. Manuel quickly gonna find Scotty Barnes. He'll take another 3 ball. My goodness, Scotty Barnes is feeling himself. Back-to-back threes for Barnes. Takes Toronto's total up to 6 for 7 from downtown. Double teaming Tatum. He chucks it into the right corner to find out Horford. Horford catches it, doesn't even land before he throws it to Derek White for a catch and shoot 3 ball. Doesn't go in. Raptors will rebound. Grady Dick will take a deep 3 after Peyton Pritchard got stuck by the screen, and it goes in. So far, I'm noticing the lack of defensive assets you have without Jrue Holiday in this starting lineup. Obviously, Pritchard started for Holiday tonight, but knowing that you're allowing Scotty Barnes and Grady Dick to pretty much have their way from downtown right now is letting me know that you need somebody like Jrue Holiday in that perimeter defense. While Pritchard, I do like as a defender, I think Pritchard's strengths definitely lie in the one-to-one, the man-to-man coverage, more so not in this zone that they're running right now with this 2-3. I think that Pritchard being a perimeter defender, it's not going to be any better than Jrue Holiday. So that's the one thing I'll make about this starting lineup, having Pritchard in other than Holiday, is that you are really allowing as many 3 balls as you possibly want right now because you don't have Holiday in. All right, while we are in our first timeout, let me go ahead and tell you guys about our special friends over at Prize Picks, who is our sponsor for today's show. All right. Let me tell you guys about Prize Picks. I use Prize Picks every single day. It is the #1 daily fantasy sports app in America for a very good reason. If you guys are asking me, Allie, what is Prize Picks? How do you play it? What's going on? Tell me more about it. Well, then tune in. Prize Picks, the easiest daily fantasy sports app that you guys get to play out there, and it's available in most states, including Texas and in Georgia as well. And how to play Prize Picks is probably the easiest part about this. All you have got to do is pick more or less on a player's projected stats, and you can win up to 100 times your money with as little as 4 correct picks. That's genuinely all you need to do to win more money, is make sure your picks are correct. But that's kind of the hard part, right? You got to test your skills. You got to figure out what works for you and where you guys want to make your pick, especially with so many sporting events being the preseason, being the postseason, and the regular season right now. I would go on ahead and try out Prize Picks before it's too late. Prize Picks is the best place to get real money, sports action. Join over 10 million users and sign up today. So if you guys want to go on ahead and get started, it's super easy. Download the app today. Use code CLNS to get $50 instantly after you play a $5 lineup. You don't even need to win to get that $50. All you have got to do is download the app today. Use code CLNS. This is going to get you guys a $50 instantly after you play your first $5 lineup. Go on ahead. Prize Picks, run your game. All right, Boston Celtics now coming out of this timeout after Scotty Barnes just absolutely let it rip from downtown. He and pretty much everybody else in the Toronto Raptors right now. I got about 135 people watching in here. If you guys have not hit that sub button for me, go on ahead and do so, as Peyton Pritchard now takes a seat on the bench. So now the first rotation will consist of Jordan Walsh, Jaylen Brown, Derek White, Al Horford, Xavier Tillman. Interesting lineup. We're definitely going with the bigs here. You've got 3 centers in there. And yet still Grady Dick can do a reverse layup on your ass. Please tell me how that works. My goodness. Your average height out there is like 6'9". Don't mind me. I need her. Derek White with the inbound. Finds Xavier Tillman. Kicks it out. Derek White, he pump fakes, hesitates on the 3, gives it to Al Horford. He'll take the 3 ball. It's hard off the back iron. The rebound falls right into the Raptors' hands. Thankfully, Jordan Walsh with a steal to knock it out of bounds in the paint for the Toronto Raptors. My goodness. Hey, Sam, I have a quick request. Can you pull the TV a little bit that way? Sam, the other way, please. Thank you so much. That's so much better. Yeah, thank you. Nope. Raptors driving, end up taking a shot from the elbow. Scotty Barnes again. This one will sink. Raptors have a 9-point lead so far with 5 minutes left to go here in the first quarter. They're going to call a foul. This one's going to be on Mitchell, on Derek White. Just a transition foul, so this will be a side out for the Boston Celtics. Derek White at the logo. Driving now down in his right. He'll end up putting up a pretty bad shot in the paint. That one's not going to go in. Toronto Raptors are definitely beating us in rebounds, though. I don't even need to check the box score to know that that's happening. Dick going to toss it inside the paint to Podol. He'll end up putting up a layup that gets drastically fouled here by Derek White. That's going to send Jakob to the line. What's up, J-Man? Happy to have you guys in here. Jakob making his first free throw. All right, being 10 points down right now, let me know a Boston Celtics player that you are excited to watch, or at least you think that should be helping the Boston Celtics win right now. Podol sinks his second. The Raptors have a double-digit lead. Derek White, the lone point guard here. Good defense there by Dick, surrounding Derek White more so towards the half-court line. Jordan Walsh in the right corner. Notice he was going to get trapped, so he went back out to D. White. He'll pull up right outside the post, and he'll sink it. Derek White really leading the offense there on that drive. Barnes, a handoff. A dribble handoff to Dick, who's going to drain a three right in Jaylen Brown's face. My God, the Toronto Raptors cannot miss right now. Grady Dick is 5 for 5 from the field with 13 points on the night. Meanwhile, Al Horford taking another three ball. That one's going to be short off the iron. Grady Dick in transition sinks one from the elbow over Al Horford with a hand on his hip. Who the hell is this guy? My God. I mean, he is showing up Al Horford like no tomorrow. Jaylen Brown kicks it out. Catch and shoot three from Jordan Walsh. Way too hard. That one's going to be off the backboard. Rebound, Scotty Barnes. He'll take another three on the other end. That one won't go in, thank God. Scotty Barnes, who hasn't seemed to miss once tonight. Derek White. Derek White with a horrible turnover, and now this man is jogging on the other end. And an alley-oop is going to put the crowd on their feet, and Joe Mazzulla is not happy. A fat timeout coming here for Joe Mazzulla as the Boston Celtics are down by 16, thanks to that alley-oop dunk in transition to really just put a nail in the coffin. My God. The three ball is... And in the Celtics' defense, the Toronto Raptors just can't miss. And you will have games like that, but the perimeter defense can be better. The defense overall can be better. You still have players like Grady Dick coming over here to put up mid-range jumpers on top of Al Horford. That ain't going to fly, man. That ain't going to fly. Let me see real quick if we have any update here on if Drew Holiday is resting tonight. I haven't even seen him here, so I don't know if he's in street clothes or what's going on. So let me see if we are going to see Holiday at all tonight. Yeah, I'm going to go with, it looks like Drew Holiday's going to get the night off. You know, being 34 years old and having a really busy offseason, that kind of makes sense here. So they're really going to have to step up on in terms of defense if they want something like that to happen here. Whew. Fortune 5 saying, I feel a comeback today. No shit, they better. Down 16, my God. And you're playing the starters? Come on, man. Come on. I know it's the preseason, but I don't like getting blown out, pause, by any team, pause, when you're the Boston Celtics. So I got to take my earrings off. Yeah, we're playing starters. The only person that's not playing right now is Drew Holiday. Because Drew Holiday's getting a night off. So Peyton Pritchard started in place of Drew Holiday, which, you know, isn't unsurprising. But Celtics, man, just can't seem to find their rhythm. Definitely playing very individually. Definitely not playing as a unit. Jaylen Brown leading the team with 10 points. So far, this team only has 4 rebounds to the Raptors' 10. That's going to be a huge reason why you're not going to end up getting second chances on offense. All right, Jaylen Brown still in here with Derek White, Al Horford, Tillman, and Walsh. Tillman does a nice little pump fake, kicks it out. Al Horford around the three-point line. Gonna dribble handoff to Derek White. He pump fakes a hezzy. He'll put up a shot, and it's too short. White doesn't have his touch tonight. That's like the third shot where he has had a clear open lane and has been just a wee bit short off the iron. Podol, dribble handoff. Good cut down low by Podol. Puts up a double pump fake and ends up releasing for the layup. The Raptors are on a 21-4 run the last 4 minutes. Brown with a fadeaway, no good. My goodness, the Raptors are finding all of our weak spots and are just hammering them. Raptors driving inside. Good cutoff there by Jordan Walsh. He'll switch defenders. Bounce pass to Podol. It'll now be on Al Horford. But Walsh does miss his read there. Nice little instep. Shot is missed. Raptors will rebound, kick it out, and another three ball. My goodness. The Raptor, I don't know, man. The Celtics might just wave the white flag, to be honest. This is bad. This is bad. A missed shot here by Jaylen Brown, a three-point shot. Less than 3 minutes to go in the first quarter. Toronto Raptors drive, kick it out, another three ball from the left corner over Derek White. Drains it. Absolutely drains it. The Celtics look exhausted. Toronto is 10 for 12 from the three-point line. Jaylen Brown at the logo now. Jordan Walsh going to cut inside, comes to help, sets a screen. Brown drives inside, puts up a nice floater. They're going to call no shot. They're going to call foul on the ground before the shot went up. Oh, God. Well, the Celtics are in the bonus. That's the good news. And Jaylen Brown will go to the free throw line because of the bonus. Down by 24. Just feels weird to say. Oh, yeah. Raptors are 10 for 12 from downtown. Mr. Scotty Barnes cannot miss. Neither can Grady Dick, if you believe it or not. Dick don't miss. Dick don't miss. Jaylen Brown made his first free throw, waiting for the second. And, of course, he went 50% because why the hell would the highest paid player in the NBA make both of his free throws? On the other end, Battle taking a three-point shot. That one's not going to go in, thank God. Celtics coming up with the rebound, handing it off to Jordan Walsh in transition. Tries to make it a three-point play with an and one, but he misses his layup. And he'll go to the free throw line. You think the Raptors are destined for the play-in? But, like, losing the play-in or, like, they'll win it in, like, 3? Be mediocre? Just a play-in team, if I've ever seen one. Yeah. Yeah. It's pretty much Scotty Barnes, yeah. Well, they did add a RJ, and they added Emmanuel in the offseason, but yeah, I hear you. I hear you. It's definitely the Scotty Barnes show in Toronto, for sure. All right, now we're cutting the lead down to 19 here. A wide open three in the right corner for the Raptors. Luke Cornett being a little bit late on his coverage there as Cornett, Pritchard, Tatum, Tillman, and Walsh are on the court right now. Pritchard driving inside in the paint. He'll pump fake, kick it out to Tillman. Now to Tatum, 10 seconds left to shoot. Tatum, one-on-one. He wants a three ball. Instead, he drives, finds the opening. Oh, my God! On his head. Tatum takes it to the rack with a one-hand slam dunk. The Celtics get it in transition. Tatum puts up 2 back-to-back dunks. As Chugs is replaying what just happened there. My God. Tatum had enough rest on the bench. Came back in and said, we're not losing by 20. My God. I'll tell you what, one thing that was pretty spectacular from Tatum here is that all season long, when Tatum gets out by himself around the three-point line, right? He's got one man defending him. He's got one man guarding him. You know what Tatum's going to do. He's going to take a quick sidestep and put it up. That's what Tatum does. He just dribbles there until he creates separation and puts up the three. Something different, which it may be a little bit more confidence in his shot there right now, is what we just saw was he was going one-on-one around the three-point line. We're like, get the separation. Give me the three ball. Instead, he keeps his eyes level, cuts that first step, uses that left hand to guard the defender to almost wrap around him, drives inside because all the defenders are out of the paint at this point. They're now guarding the rest of the perimeter. Tatum drives to the basket, puts up the one-handed dunk because he ended up being a poster because that's when the defenders break down and come back to the paint. If Tatum can start to mix those two in between his game, the separation sidestep three, or keep him here until he can somehow cross over and start to wrap around his defender to drive to the basket, that could be extremely difficult for defenders to catch on to with Tatum being as accurate as he is. All right, 1 minute left to go here in the first quarter, 44-27. Walsh still working a little bit on the defensive front for Walsh here. He's been playing on guard so far since he's been in this ball game, and they're just a little bit too shifty for him. The lateral movements for Walsh seem to still be a bit too slow, but nonetheless, he's stuck with his man, even though he was slightly behind him. But because he was behind, he ended up fouling on the play, and Wilson has to run a Raptor to the free throw line. Preseason P is in here, that's for sure. What's up, Boston Bob? What's up, Style, Andrew? Nick Howardson, my main man, appreciate you. As the first free throw is made here by Jamal Sheed. Second free throw made. Pritchard, take this one up. Finds Tatum. Catch and shoot three. He airballed. Anyways, it's a preseason. Get it all out, Just get it all out. That'd be good. All right. About a 5-second difference on play clock and shot clock. Raptors around the top of the three-point line. Jordan Walsh guarding the top of the three-point line. The 3-2 type of zone here. Got to take one step in, pull up for a jumper around the free throw line. Not going to go. Tatum with the rebound. Shot clock is off. Tatum in the back corner next to half court. Good cut by Luke Cornett. Sends it out for a corner three by Tillman. No good, but Walsh with the rebound immediately after tries to put a shot back up. That one won't fall, but my goodness, Tatum had the ball right there at the logo. Just did a nice bounce pass in between two defenders to a cutting Luke Cornett around the free throw line. Cornett catches, dishes out to the left corner for Tillman to immediately catch and shoot. I like that, because if there's one thing we saw with the Boston Celtics last season is that they do not have a last 10-second game plan. It is dribble for 20 seconds, and then I'm going to drive and put up a horrendously ugly shot at the last minute. So I like that overall. All right, end of the first quarter here, and what a brutal first quarter it was. Now the Boston Celtics are just going to have to try to get their back into the rhythm. Yeah, the crazy poster. The poster was crazy. I think that definitely put some momentum under the Boston Celtics bench, too, which was really good. All right, if you guys want the Boston Celtics to make this a ball game, go ahead and spam your shams here for me. Christopher Domingo, Fortune 5. Spamming their shams here. Mickey C spamming their shams. This chicken's real good. Dude, I made enchiladas yesterday. They're so good. So good. Shamari Savage. Been a while, my man Shamari. Welcome back in. Tyrese Parker. Muad back in the chat. What's up, Muad? Wow, it actually has been a very long time since I've seen a lot of these names in here. Thank you guys so much for coming back in. Not So Anonymous, Nick Howardson, Boston Bob, Fortune 5, Shamari Savage, Jordan the Goat Plays, Nick Howardson. Boston Bob saying, Muad to God. J-Man, what up, what up? Wow, thank you guys so much. We got a whole new season under our belt. How cool is that? How cool is that? All right, it's going to be Raptors basketball here. Podol dumps it off to Scotty Barnes. Kicking it back out. Lots of offensive movement here. Defense shuffling, trying to keep up with them, but they are moving pretty fast. Toronto Raptors try to keep the ball in bounds, ends up throwing it directly to Jordan Walsh. Peyton Pritchard now in the game with Tatum, Cornette, Tillman, and Walsh. Still no Hauser, still no Walker. Pritchard drives inside of the free throw line, picks up his dribble, looks for an outlet pass, finds Walsh. Back to Pritchard, 7 seconds to shoot. Pritchard, step back three, in and out, rebound by the Raptors. Sends Barnes in transition. That's a walk if I've ever seen one. Whatever, a missed layup gives the rebound to the Boston Celtics. Tillman chucks it up court to find Pritchard. Bad pass, but he ends up catching it. Takes a three. Bang! Pritchard! Making this game 16 points. Battle kicks it out. Finds Mitchell around the three-point line. Lots of movement around the three-point line here tonight. Jason Tatum keeps it in bounds after a bad rebound for the Celtics. Gives it to Pritchard. He cuts inside. Kicks it back out to Tillman. He pump fakes. Drives inside. Kick out to Tatum. To Pritchard for three. Bang! Pritchard! With back-to-back threes, baby. God, I miss watching Peyton Pritchard drain a three. My goodness. Toronto Raptors cannot respond with their own three ball, which is great because they had to stop at some point. My God, they could not miss at all. The first quarter, they went 10 for 12 from downtown. Hal and LaProuse have been busy. Been busy carrying the trophy around. Big for Pritchard, man. Big for Pritchard. Pritchard's got 9 points. He's 3 for 4 from downtown. Mitchell finds Barnes. Back to Mitchell. He'll take a three. No good. Rebound, Pritchard. All right. Pritchard has really been the game changer here to start off this second quarter. He'll find Cornette, who kicks it to Tatum. They're using a lot of Cornette around the free throw line just to be an outlet passer, which I'm not mad at, as they do dump it off to Cornette down low. He puts up 2 points around the rim. Sorry, by myself here today. All right. Toronto has not scored yet in this quarter after a missed dunk. The Boston Celtics get the rebound. Finds Luke Cornette, a nice transition pass, and Cornette puts up another 2. And we are back in single digits. I'm about to say it in one number. We are back in single digits just like that. A 3-ball from PP, a 3-ball from PP, a layup from Cornette, a layup from Cornette, and we have ourselves a ball game. You also know when a team starts off that hot, there's only one way to go, and that's down. So that's the good news about it. And if you guys think the Boston Celtics are the best team in the NBA and definitely the best team at getting back after they've blown a lead, hit that like button for me. Grant's in here, Nick Howardson, Styles, Boston Bob, J-Man. 93 Navman. What a name I haven't seen in a while. What's up, my man? Appreciate you. Jason Dyer saying F. Roley. Oh, yeah, I've got something for that as well, I think. Let me see if I got something for F. Roley in here. Oh, no, but if you hate the Heat, like the video. That's the only F. Roley that I have here in my bag. Hockey saying I'm new here. Well, welcome in, XX Hockey. Happy to have you here. Juco Maine. He's been a very friendly viewer to us at Patriots Today. Oscar P. saying Allie the GOAT. My man Oscar. Baroni in here saying I'm watching from Brazil. Styles says I stole Jason Tatum's girlfriend. He mad at me. Okay. Thank you for the shirt, love. The Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown stepbrother shirt. Mawad saying, if you hate the Heat, like the damn video. I know we're playing the Raptors, but if you're a real Celtics fan, you always hate the Miami Heat. I mean, you could be watching, the Detroit Lions and the Kansas City Chiefs play, and somebody could be like, hey, you hate the Miami Heat? Yeah, I hate the Miami Heat. Just common courtesy, All right. Let's go ahead and see if we can get to 39,350 subscribers here. That would be a huge, as we've got a big season coming up here for the Boston Celtics. So Jordan Walsh still in the ball game here with Tillman, Tatum, Cornette, and Pritchard, the same that were on the floor from the timeout. Scotty Barnes, trying to get by Tillman, ends up falling into a three-man trap of Pritchard, Tatum, and Tillman. Tries to throw it away. It's successful. They'll end up finding Grady Dick down the left corner for a three ball. That won't go in. However, they tried to do a putback right after that and ended up being goaltending. So, from the offense. So, it's a no shot there. Oh, 93 Natman said, made you guys some lanyards for your folks in the Celtic land, but it got stuck because of the floods. I saw the picture. I'm really excited for them to get here. Tillman for three in the corner. No good. Tries to get the rebound, but the Raptors end up keeping it alive by throwing it inbounds. The Boston Celtics, which sets up Jordan Walsh for three! And we've got a 6-point ball game. Let's go, baby. Walsh is having himself a preseason. Toronto Raptors can't answer on the other end. Now they have Tatum on offense. Finds Peyton Pritchard wide open. Bang! Peyton Pritchard. Bang! Bang! This man is 5 for 6 from downtown. And we've got a 3-point ball game. Just like that, the Boston Celtics are here. The Raptors and Scotty Barnes tried to respond with a 3-ball. Won't go in. Jason Tatum with a board. He'll pull up from 3. Bang! Tatum ties up the ball game. Holy cow. I know it's the preseason, but man, it feels good to be back. It feels so good to be back. Give JT some love, shall we? Spam your JTs. Scotty Barnes dribbles past Luke Cornette. He ends up putting up a layup. It'll be a foul on Luke Cornette. So Scotty Barnes will go to the line to try to make this a 3-point play. That's all right. We did the hard part, all right? We closed the deficit. We closed the gap. That's the hard part. It's kind of like, your credit card debt. Juco Maine, J-Man, Shamari, Tyrese, Boston Bob, all spamming their JTs. Scotty Barnes makes that a 3-point play. Pritchard. They got a full court press going on here for Pritchard. Tatum comes to help, sets a screen. Pritchard finds Tatum at the logo. 10 seconds left to shoot. Tatum pulls up for three, deep three. That one's going to bounce off the rim. And the Raptors are going to have this rebound going the other way. Grady Dick trying to find a momentum in the corner the way that he had it in the first quarter. That one won't go in, but there will be a rebound and a putback for 2 points from the Raptors. Pritchard kicks it down low to Horford at the post. Horford back to Pritchard for a three ball. Won't go in as the Raptors are trying to fight down low for possession. Ends up setting up Grady Dick in no man's land for an easy touch layup. They're going to call a timeout here. So we got the lead. We closed the gap. We tied the ball game 46-all, and then the Boston Celtics just kind of let up a little bit. It wasn't pretty on either side of the basketball. The Raptors were definitely taking some ugly shots that happened to just be falling, that kind of thing. But now that you've gotten the deficit taken care of, now let's try not to make it 25 points. That might be a little bit easier to do. All right, I'm going to go on ahead and let you guys know here real quick before we keep moving. They're doing an air guitar in the stadium. It's pretty funny. All right, let me tell you guys real quick about our sponsor here on Celtics Today by Chat Sports. I'm talking to you guys about Prize Picks, the #1 daily fantasy sports app in America for a very good reason. Because number one, it's just super easy to play. But number two, it's also really fun to play. It's just you versus yourself. You get to test your skills and get to pick as up to 6 players. Between 2 to 6 players stat projections on that night's game. And you can win up to 100 times your money with as little as 4 correct picks. It's super easy to play, so if you guys want to go on ahead and get started, it is available in numerous states, including Georgia and Texas, Florida, California, and Prize Picks is the only real money daily fantasy platform with injury insurance. So if your lineup stays in play, even if one of your players gets injured, if your player leaves in the first half and doesn't return, Prize Picks keeps your lineup live. Look, guys, I'm going to be honest with you. I used to never put money down on games. I never really understood it. It just wasn't really my thing. But then I found Prize Picks, and I realized, wow, I'm actually pretty good at this, and I really like adding a little bit more to my game days. Yes, it's super fun to watch basketball games and baseball games, but when you're also winning money at the same time, how can you not like it? So they even have some for the preseason and the postseason. So I've got Juan Soto having more than 1.5 total bases. Obviously, he did great yesterday against the Guardians. And then Jason Tatum to have more than 17.5 points. So, but the way that I play here is that I always pick more, and I love picking a demon. A demon is a harder pick, but the payout is a lot more. It just adds a little bit more thrill to my game day. So, if you guys want to go on ahead and get started, it's super easy to get started with Prize Picks. All you guys have got to do is download the Prize Picks app. Use code CLNS to get $50 instantly after you play your first $5 lineup. Download the app today. Use code CLNS. Get $50 instantly after you play your first $5 lineup. Prize Picks, run your game. All right, let's get back to business, baby. And hit that sub button for me. How much time's left? 6:30? 6:30 left in the first half. I feel like preseason games should be 10 minutes a quarter. Just putting that out there. Just putting that out there, Adam Silver. Just saying. Derek White back in the ball game. Neemias Queta makes an appearance. Peyton Pritchard, Jaylen Brown, and Al Horford. No Lonnie Walker, no Baylor Scheierman, no Sam Hauser. Jaylen Brown drives inside the paint, puts up a floater. A little bit too much sauce on that. It won't fall. Rebound, Scotty Barnes and the Raptors. Drives inside, goes for the layup. He ends up shanking it. They're going to call an offensive foul on Scotty Barnes. And we go that way. I like it. I like it. I like it. Okay. Give me 1 second here. Like I said, I'm by myself today, so give me a minute. Al Horford's going to inbound here to Derek White. Toronto has had 6 turnovers. Boston Celtics only 1. That's not bad for a team that was trying to close a 25-point gap. Finds Peyton Pritchard in the corner. Pritchard wants him by himself. Kicks it back out. Derek White for 3. Not enough mustard. That one won't go in. Rebound for the Raptors. sends it the other way for a missed layup from Grady Dick. No foul, but the ball will be knocked out of bounds from the Boston Celtics. I got Nick Howardson in here. What's up, my man? Appreciate you for being in here with me. Sitting in a $20 super chat. Our super chat's been kind of weird when I have to pull it up, so let me see if this works first, and then we can try the other way. All right, let me see what I can do here. If you guys aren't giving Nick Howardson some love in my chat, feel free to leave my chat, because that is my rule here. All right, let's see how I can do this. Toronto Raptors now. Driving inside, going to call foul on Neemias Queta. I think it was more of a bobble from the Raptors offense, more so Queta hitting his hand, but what are you going to do? I'm not a ref. I never wanted to be a ref. I don't look good in stripes. I'm trying to figure this whole thing out. Give me a minute. Why isn't this working? All right, RJ Barrett and Emmanuel Quickly in street clothes here today. I appreciate you, Nick Howardson. It's taking me a little bit to pull up the super chat here, but I will read it. Feels good to be back in the best watch party ever in Celtics Today. I know it's only preseason, but I feel so excited about this year's team. Road to repeat defending NBA champions, your Boston Celtics. I appreciate that as well. Oh, you guys just watched me do all of that. Well, that's okay. All right, shout out to Nick Howardson, my man. All right, let me update this score here for you guys. Still 46-54. Jaylen Brown at the logo around the three-point line. Goes to the right side. Dumps it off to Al Horford down low. Catch and put back. And Al Horford puts up 2 points for himself. Oops, sorry. That's supposed to be 48. Horford defending the three ball on the other end by Grady Dick. Doesn't go in, but Raptors will put this one back up for 2 points as they take an 8-point lead here. Less than 5 minutes left to go in the second quarter. Jaylen Brown drives inside, puts up a layup high off the glass. Neemias Queta there just for insurance, but he won't need it. It takes the good roll. Battle drives inside. Does a nice up and under, but it will be a walk. So it will be Boston Celtics basketball by default. You always love those, right? Side out now for Derek White and the Celtics. All right, Derek White now drives inside, kicks it out. Neemias Queta to Jaylen Brown. Good screen set by Neemias for Jaylen Brown to take that three ball, but unfortunately it didn't fall. Still down by 6. A three ball would have been huge there. But the Boston Celtics are shooting 29% right now from downtown, while the Raptors are shooting 48%. Well, that percentage just went down after that missed three. They're going to call foul on the Raptors. On Agbaji. So it'll be Boston Celtics basketball. Jason Tatum around the three-point line. One-on-one with Grady Dick. Wants that sidestep separation. He does. Bang! It still works, baby! It still works! Beautiful. Beautiful sidestep three from Jason Tatum. He's definitely got a bit of a lighter touch on this. Jacopoto tries to go up for the layup around Neemias Queta, won't fall. Queta with the rebound finds Jason Tatum to send him the other way. It'll be knocked out of bounds by the Raptors, but it'll be side out here for the Celtics. Let me get this super chat thing going. Also doesn't help that I'm just like partially blind right now. Tatum kicks it out. Derek White for three. Bang! And we've got a tie ball game. Hopefully the Boston Celtics can turn this tie ball game into the lead. They have not had the lead this entire game, but we have a 56-all ball game with 2:30 left to go here in the first half. All right, the Toronto Raptors basketball. Driving down low, kicks it back out. Jason Tatum with the rebound here at the logo. Drives to the left side. He'll pull up from the elbow. No good. Jaylen Brown fighting for the rebound is going to end up with the Toronto Raptors. Still have yet to take the lead in this game. Finds Scotty Barnes at the post. Another pass in the paint, and that will give Toronto 2 more points. Toronto Raptors knocking the ball out of Jaylen Brown's hands. Brown and Grady Dick on the ground fighting for it, but it will be out on Grady, so we will have Jaylen Brown with the side out here. Inbound now for Jaylen Brown inside the paint. Puts up a big body and one. Jaylen Brown showing those new muscles out here. Here we go. This is the time to take the lead finally. For the love of God, Jaylen Brown, just make your frickin' free throws, please. Brown, 15 points tonight. We have the lead for the first time in this ball game, which is kind of crazy to think about, but what are you going to do? And they make a 2-point play. All right. Jason Tatum trying to back it up here on Mitchell. Nice spin move on the post. Puts up a fadeaway. No good, but Luke Cornett puts it back up. And we have the lead once more. 1:23 left to go here in this second quarter. Scotty Barnes drives, takes a nice little mid-range from the elbow, and sinks it. Driving inside, Derek White stops at the elbow, kicks it out to Luke Cornett. Back to White. He'll take a long, deep three. Bang! Derek White extending the lead, making it 64-62 with a minute left to play in this first half. Good cut down low for the Raptors. They respond very quickly. Defense kind of lagging there as everybody seems to be walking. Gonna call foul here. Is be on the ground. Be sure to hit that sub button for me if you guys have not already. We do have a super chat menu, despite our super chats being weird right now. We'll figure it out. Hold on. Jaylen Brown at the free throw line. And he misses the first, so that's great. That's awesome. You love that. Peyton Pritchard coming in for Luke Cornett. All right, one more free throw here for Jaylen Brown. And Jaylen Brown will sink it. All right, now let me try to fix this here. Okay. 65-64. Nice little Scotty Barnes. Very light touch here in the paint. He'll end up taking this lead by 1 here. Ooh, apologize. A really high scoring first half, though, if you want to look at it. I mean, that is crazy high for a preseason game. Kind of into it. Jason Tatum sinks a 3. My goodness. Tatum's feeling good heading into halftime, which we will. 67-66 as we are in halftime. My goodness. Not bad. All right, be sure to hit that sub button for me if you guys have not already. So far, definitely seeing a lot of adjustments with the types of rotation that Joe Mazzulla is trying to roll out here. Obviously, seeing a lot more Jordan Walsh we've ever been used to before, but he has definitely made a name for himself so far in this preseason. No Sam Hauser so far. Nope. Drew Holiday, he's out tonight. And then no Lonnie Walker, who this is unfortunately Lonnie Walker's last chance to really solidify a name for himself in Boston, as his Exhibit 10 contract will end when the preseason is done. And this is the last preseason game for the Boston Celtics. JB been working on his free throws, apparently. He better. Man's the highest paid player in basketball and can't make a shot with nobody defending him. Doesn't make any sense. What's up, Celtic Raider? Seeing a lot of love in here for Neemias Queta, which is great. I think Neemias Queta is going to have a bigger role as well. Peyton Pritchard obviously earning a lot more minutes for himself, but also seems to be very satisfied with the role that he does already have. I think that Pritchard, the way that he plays, the way that he is a constant for the Boston Celtics, I do think that he could be the sixth man of the year. Easily. Not easily, but he could easily be a contender for the sixth man of the year. All right, let me go through a couple of stats here for you guys. Jason Tatum has the, Jaylen Brown actually has the team high with 17 points, 1 assist, and 1 steal. Unfortunately, though, Brown is 0 for 3 from a three-point line, and he's 5 for 7 from the free throw line. And then Jason Tatum having 15 points, 6 boards, and 4 assists and 2 steals is definitely helping the Boston Celtics stay in this ballgame. He's also 50% from both the field and downtown, which is great for Tatum. Peyton Pritchard, third highest scorer on the team right now, 12 points, 2 assists, 2 rebounds, and 1 steal. He's 4 for 6 from the three-point line. Scotty Barnes, really the only reason why the Boston Celtics, the Toronto Raptors, have been able to stay in this game. He's 4 for 7 from the three-point line. 21 points, 6 boards, 6 assists, 1 steal. So really, you shut down Scotty Barnes, you can probably take away this lead here and make it pretty large, in my opinion. But for all those that do celebrate, it is the MLB postseason. And we only have one game here tonight, and the New York Yankees are already up 1-0 against the Cleveland Guardians right now. Let me see who had the, I assume, homer. Who had the home run in this game? Not showing me. Interesting. I'm seeing no RBIs and no home runs. So, how did they score? Torres had a double. I know that. Not bad. 2 strikeouts for Garrett Cole here so far. Let's see the play-by-play. Let's see who... Torres scored on an error as Judge was safe at first on a fielding error by the shortstop. Soto was safe on second on the error as well. So, fortunately, they got that run from an error in the middle of the second. All right, cool. Had to keep up. I love postseason baseball, man. Have a good night, Nick Howerton. Thank you so much for just, as always, making my day and stopping in to say hello. Celtic Raiders saying like and sub. Everybody, Christopher Domingo saying like and sub as well. Look at you guys. Doing my job for me. They have some kind of like juggler in here for the halftime show. He's actually very good. I can't juggle. What's up, Celtics Raiders girl? Albert Cumberbatch said, Allie, have you not heard of Benedict Cumberbatch? Well, he's not me. I have heard of Benedict Cumberbatch. Yeah, I do hope that everybody that has been affected by the hurricanes is doing well, including Navman. We appreciate you still popping in here and saying hello. Let's see if we can get to 39,350 subs in here. Grant saying like the video. Let me see if I can find anything on Sam Hauser, if there is a reason why Sam Hauser is not playing tonight. Let's see if anybody's got any updates on the good old Twitter. I'm still eating my dinner, I'm sorry. I don't see anything on Sam Hauser, so I haven't seen him in street clothes either. Luke Cornett is plus 20 in 10 minutes at the half in the game. The Celtics lead by 1. Luke Cornett he is a monster. Still nothing on Sam Hauser, though. Pritchard with his 4 threes already tonight. This is by Dick Light. Has 20 threes in the preseason. Celtics are the first team to play 5 games, but no one else began the night with more than 13 triples. That is why I think he can be the 6th man of the year. They don't make him like him, my man. They don't make him like him. And he's really started to develop himself into not just a 3-point shooting guard, you know. He's also a very good 2-way guard. He's got great ball handling skills. He can be a great facilitator. He's great on defense. When it comes to backcourt defense, I think. Smitty is not here tonight. Smitty's actually over on the Knicks channel tonight. Smitty's been taking on a couple of other roles here at Chat Sports, as he should. He's just growing in his career. So he's taking a couple different stops here, trying to find what's working and what's best for him. The Knicks right now are doing like a primarily Yankees watch party with the Knicks preseason game, but none of the Knicks starters are playing. So Marshall's like, let's talk about the Yankees, man. I don't blame him. All right, still in halftime here. Hanging out with you guys. Jason Elson, what's going on with Baylor Scheierman? He's straight up struggling. No shit. Scheierman just cannot hit a shot right now, man. That's the unfortunate part. He was drafted for his offensive abilities, and this man is just, it could be rookie jitters, it could be just a very slow start to his NBA career, but he went 0 for 6 in the last game. He went 0 for already in a preseason game before that, and he went 0 for 5 from downtown as well. So I don't know if they're just not good looks. I don't know if maybe he's just kind of got some yips going on or something, but Homeboy better figure it out, or he's going to find himself playing in Maine quite often. I think the quarter should be 10 minutes in the preseason. Enough to, like, get them reps, but, you know, not, like, kill them. God, they're going through Paul Pierce's NBA draft history. My God. Welcome to the preseason. We talk about Paul Pierce, the legend. $170 people watching in here with me. 121 likes. Be sure to hit that like button for me and see if we can get 150 likes here for us. I cannot believe the basketball season's already here, though. Genuinely. Like, it's October 15th today. What? I feel like we didn't even have an off season. I feel like we really didn't have an off season because of the Olympics. Because I was, like, still watching basketball. But, man. That was the shortest off season. Genuinely, Celtics did have the shortest off season. But I am just like, I mentally have got to get back to my basketball mindset because I'm so full force in football right now. Oh, RZA just took a shot upfield, man. Beautiful. Thank you guys so much for these subscribes. I promise our watch parties get a little bit more electric, a little bit more fun when the NBA season is actually finally here. The preseason gets a little bit tough because, you know, you're just kind of watching a lesser version of the basketball that we love. Kind of 70% of the basketball that we love. But I promise you won't be sad. You will not be disappointed when you subscribe and when the regular season does hit. Because when I got this channel last year, we had 18,000 subscribers. And now we're almost at 40,000. People like what they saw in the regular season and the postseason. But thank you guys for at least tuning in here. You guys are real ones to the channel, real ones to the Boston Celtics. I know the preseason, you know, I don't like preseason in the NBA or the NFL, to be honest. But it's not for us. It is for the players. So I do understand that. But and we will have an RBI. 2-0. Yankees go up. Did you guys know that yesterday was the Steve Bartman anniversary when he intercepted the foul ball? That wasn't actually foul. I think his name was Steve Bartman. Yeah, Steve Bartman. I always feel so upset for Steve Bartman. But yeah, it happened on October 14th, 2003. I was 4 years old when that happened. And I still feel bad for that guy. Yeah, our offseason was very short because we were the NBA team that played the longest, and then we had the Olympics, so, you know, and then, of course, we had the earliest preseason game, too, so it definitely took a little bit there. Playing good music right now. I'm feeling it. 170 people watching. Thank you guys so much. Please keep hitting that sub button for me, as this feels like the longest halftime ever. It is a little bit tough when you're doing these by yourself. I do miss Smitty, just chopping it up with Smitty, talking ball. But I appreciate you guys for being in here with me. Albert said, like I said in the football chat, you look like a Southie, but you're a lousy drinker and eat weird food. Nope, I'm not from Boston. My mom's from Massachusetts. So I was raised by a northerner. Dad's from Virginia. Nope, I'm just a girl in Texas, actually, that just enjoys talking about Boston sports. That's pretty much it. It's got a good platform and got good people listening, so that's all I can do. I wish I was native of Boston. That is a dream of mine to live in Boston. That's always been a great city of mine. I lived outside of New York for a little while. I love that, but Boston's always been great. Celtic reader said shots fired. I know, coming from my neck over here. No, born and raised in Virginia. You got a little country girl here. Yeah, I have heard Boston is very expensive to live, so that is definitely going to be, I want it, in my perfect world, I would love to live in Boston while I was still young enough to go to the bars and, drink and have fun, but I also need to have money for that, and I'm also a broke 25-year-old, so it's just kind of how it goes. Boston Celtics obviously taking control here in the second quarter as they defeated a 25-point deficit, came back, and now have a 1-point lead as we are about to start the third quarter in here. I've got to change the clock. Sam Cassell saying they changed their intensity heading into the second quarter. They definitely start taking better shots as well. So now we've got a ball game in here. Third quarter underway. Raptors will start with the ball. On the floor will be the starting lineup once more. Horford, Tatum, Brown, Pritchard, and White. No Drew Holiday tonight. He gets another night of rest. Boston 50% from the field. Toronto 54% from the field. 15 rebounds. They went into the second quarter with only 4 rebounds, but the Raptors have 27, so still getting out-rebounded. Jakob Poeltl has Al Horford guarding him, kicks it out to Mitchell for 3. Drains it. All right. So it looks like Toronto might have found their 3-ball rhythm here in the locker room. 69. Very nice. Derek White at the logo with Grady Dick guarding him. Jason Tatum's got Barnes on him. Good! Cut down low. Good court vision by Tatum. Has Scotty Barnes guarding him right here. Sees Derek White cut down low. Chucks it. A bounce pass down into the paint, and Derek White is there for a reverse layup, and we are back to a tie ball game. Poeltl finds Mitchell. Drives inside. Pump fakes. Good defense there. Kicks it back out for 3. No good. Horford with the board. Takes it the other way. Lobs it up to Brown. Spin move, fade away, air ball. That sucks. Peyton Pritchard with a nice steal against Scotty Barnes, but then Jaylen Brown gets it too ahead of himself, throws it into Mitchell's hands, and it'll be a steal for the Raptors. Barnes kicks it out for 3 in the corner, no good. Derek White comes up with the board, and we go the other way. White drives, kick out. Horford for 3. No good. No Celtics even trying for the rebound on that possession. Poeltl puts up a nice little floater. That one will go in. You can hear the swish of the net in that one. (71-69). Jason Tatum around the 3-point line. Nobody but Barnes. Kicks it out to Derek White for 3. Bang! I took too deep of a breath so I couldn't scream that one, but that would be a bang for Derek White. Then a layup made on the other end while I was typing that, unfortunately, for the Toronto Raptors. Makes it a 1-point ball game still. Derek White, nice cut for Al Horford. Tries to make a layup off the glass. That one won't go in. Took one too many bounces. Rebound, Scotty Barnes. We're going the other way. Grady Dick finds Barnes. Back to Poeltl. Gonna set a screen for Mitchell. Lots of passes here. That should be a walk by Grady, but they're not going to call that in home court territory. So Derek White with a big-time block on Grady Dick for 3, but it will also be a shot clock violation, so it won't count. But that was still kind of cool, though. That was still kind of cool. Derek White wasting no time, drives inside, gets stopped by 2 Raptors defenders, kicks it out to Horford, finds Tatum. Toying with Scotty Barnes here, have 5 seconds to shoot, so he sidesteps, separates for a 3. No good. Rebound Raptors with a nice clear cut and a beautiful across-court pass from Mitchell to Dick is going to cause a made layup. Grady Dick up to 21 points here, 9 for 13 from the field. Yankees up 3-0. Jaylen Brown kicks it out to find Peyton Pritchard in the corner. They're going to call foul on the Raptors. I'm not sure who the foul is on. Judge with an RBI makes it 3-0. As Jaylen Brown misses a layup down low, but there will be a steal from Tatum and a one-hand dunk. Tatum making magic here. Scotty Barnes, nice, dug his shoulder into Pritchard, sending Pritchard flying. No fouls called, finds Jacopoto, who drives inside and makes a layup. Pretty intense hit there from Scotty Barnes that probably would have been a intentional foul in the regular season, but I guess we ain't called those in the preseason here. Jacopoto getting fouled as well. This would be an and one situation. Podol makes it a 3-point play. Derek White tries to lob it down low to Jason Tatum under the rim, but too high of a throw. Will be out of bounds on the Raptors. Inbound now from the baseline for Jason Tatum. Finds Derek White. He drives inside, goes for a reverse layup. He got 2 inside under the basket, so he missed the layup. But the Raptors do miss on the other end, but Jacopoto with a nice putback is going to give the Raptors a 6-point lead. Man, the Raptors are not giving up. I'll give them that. The Boston Celtics may be in this ball game, but it's definitely being controlled right now by Toronto. Got about 7:55 left to go in the third quarter. What is my record prediction for the season as Celtic Raider? I'm going to go 60 wins exact. I'm going to go 60-22. I think we can just barely make that 60-win mark, you know? But I could also see us losing a couple of games early in the season just because of the Kristaps Porzingis injury. So I could see maybe a 53-win season, but I don't know. The Celtics are still just so stacked, even without Kristaps Porzingis. This weird-ass mascot is just like an inflatable balloon. I don't see how people are mascots. I'm claustrophobic. And they seem so hot. Especially ones that are outside. I just don't know how people can do that. He just ate a kid. Okay. That was fun. All right, still 3-0 Yankees over the Cleveland Guardians as well. Garrett Cole pitching a nice little game here. $185 people watched in here. 136 people have liked the video. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I know the preseason is not the most exciting game of the year, but it's the last one, man. It's the last one, and then we've got the real thing, which I am extremely excited about. All right, Boston Celtics basketball here. Derek White's going to take this one up. Finds Jason Tatum. Backs inside the post on Scotty Barnes. Nice spin move. Shot goes up, and it takes a couple of bounces. Unfortunately, does not go in. Was hoping for a nice little and one situation there, but Tatum will go to the line. Guess that's the good news here. Tatum up to 18 points after he made that first free throw. Tatum. Oh, in and out it goes. Oh, I typed in 18. That's funny. Scotty Barnes driving now inside. Puts up a nice alley-oop situation for Jakob Poeltl. He defers, decides to go up with a layup. And they're starting to get Jakob a lot more involved in this offense, and it's been paying off for him. Just like how Grady Dick comes up with a steal against the Boston Celtics, high off the glass. A nice layup by Dick will make this a 9-point ball game. Lots of passes around the three-point line. Will end with Peyton Pritchard. Bang! A nice three ball from my main man, Pritchard. Now they're going to have a step back three there. Okay. We've got a ball game. Still back up by 9. Jason Tatum pump fakes around the three-point line, makes a bad pass. Grady Dick steals. And he will miss the layup. My God, that thing stood on the front iron for as long as it could, but couldn't get the good roll. Now the Boston Celtics on the other end. The Toronto Raptors knocked the ball out of bounds. It'll be a baseline inbound for the Celtics. It looks like Al Horford was about to be substituted in. We'll have to wait and see who he gets substituted with. Luke Cornett comes in. Xavier Tillman comes in. And Jordan Walsh comes in. Derek White, catch and shoot three. Hard off the back iron. No good. Scotty Barnes now finding a player in transition, kicking it out. Grady Dick for three in the corner. No good. Tatum with the rebound. Gives it to Derek White. And we're going the other way. White finds Tatum. Sidestep three. Bang! Tatum! Beautiful. Whoa. Give Tatum some love. He's got 21 points here tonight for the Celtics. .5:45 left to play here in the third quarter. Is at 5 threes tonight. Let me double check. Inbound here for the Raptors. Having a hard time finding anybody. They're going to find Jakob Poeltl over Luke Cornett. He hits Grady Dick in transition, and he'll make a layup while falling down. Dick definitely proven a lot here in the preseason. Derek White. Nice screen set there by Tillman. Derek White drives down low, kicks out. Tatum for three. No good, but nearly there. Derek White tried to get a steal here, but they're going to find an open Raptor player in the right corner for a three ball. It was absolutely bricked. Now Derek White, he'll take a three on the other end. Hard off the front iron. Tatum is 4 for 9 from downtown, while Peyton Pritchard is 5 for 7. 5 minutes left to go in the third quarter. Jakob Poeltl has Xavier Tillman on him. They're going to hand it to Abaji on the curl, and he's going to end up putting it up there from the wing. And we are in a 10-point ball game. Field goals this quarter, Boston's 5 for 14. Toronto is 11 for 19. So obviously Toronto finding more of a rhythm here. Jason Tatum, 7 seconds left to shoot. Sidestep three, no good. Grady Dick with the rebound. As the Raptors nearly throw it out of bounds, keep it in play. Poeltl at the elbow, cuts it down low. It'll be a turnover. Boston Celtics going to take their time with this one, not going to rush. Finds Tatum, kicks it out to Tillman down low in the corner. In and out it goes. Man, I've been hearing Tillman's been working on his three ball, and it's been looking very nice, but hasn't been able to get the best looks here tonight, I guess, as the Raptors will take a timeout with 4 minutes left to go in the third quarter. Ooh. We are 5 likes away as well from 150 likes. If you guys want to go on ahead and hit that button for me, that'd be awesome. And I'll give you guys a little update around the preseason here. Miami Heat winning 57-47 over the San Antonio Spurs. Wemby's got 8 points and 7 rebounds. Bam's got 15 points. No Knicks starters tonight, but Pacome Dadier has 16 points. The rookie showing out there, so that's always super fun for the Knicks. 63-61 over the Hornets. The Rockets are beating the Pelicans 32-25. The Thunder and Nuggets play tonight. The Jazz and the Kings play tonight, and the Warriors and Lakers play tonight. And then back to MLB. We are heading into the bottom of the third as the Yankees are up 3-0. 5 hits for the Yanks, 2 hits for the Guardians, and 1 error for the Guardians that did allow them their first run. Oh yeah, I love playoff baseball, man. I love October. Think about it. WNBA Finals, MLB playoffs, NBA season starts. Good college football matchups. It's not rivalry week, but like you got Texas, Georgia, Texas OU. You've got good football matchups. The NFL starts to get, a little bit more exciting in October because you're starting to realize, all right, this team might make a trade. This player might go elsewhere. This player's not happy. I mean, look at Amari Cooper. He just got traded from the Browns to the Bills today. Devontae Adams went to the Jets today. That's why I love October, man. There's so much going on. Do you know how Horford's the 7th oldest player in the NBA? You know who's the oldest? I do. All right, let's play some basketball. Battle going to throw it down low for an alley-oop dunk here for the Raptors. And we're down by 12. Derek White wasting no time. Finds Jason Tatum at the logo. Luke Cornett sets a nice screen. Tatum, step back 3. Oof. He was off balance when he took that shot, too. Raptor rebound the other way. Jump stop. Going to find Battle at the elbow. Kicks it back out for a 3 ball from the Raptors. No good. Secured rebound here for Xavier Tillman. Derek White now in transition, gives it back to Tillman, back to White. And he'll do a sidestep three. Bang! White! Making something happen here for the Boston Celtics. It feels like Joe Mazzulla's game plans always just need a minute to kick in, you know? It's like they don't need to start off the game super hot. They don't need to, come out at halftime super hot, but it somehow always seems to work out. All right, give Derek White some love here. .230 left to go in the third quarter. Three fouls on Derek White here, as this will be a side out on the Raptors. Peyton Pritchard's back in now. Derek White sits. Everybody else will stay in. At the logo, Raptors going to the left here, kicking it back out for a three ball. Oh, that was beautiful. Drained it for the Raptors. Peyton Pritchard. He'll be the point guard now. Nice little push off, finds Jason Tatum wide open. Tatum gives it back to Pritchard to take another three ball. Luke Cornett with a volleyball spike back out to the top of the three-point line for Pritchard to feed Tatum. Dribbles a bit inside for a mid-range jumper. Won't fall, but Tillman fighting for the rebound, keeps it alive. 10 seconds left on the shot clock. Pritchard finds Tatum. He'll take another three. That one's a bit too short. All right. We're just shooting to shoot, I guess. My goodness. My goodness. In the corner, Raptors bring it all the way back out to the top of the three-point line for a three ball that is airballed, and nobody touched it, so it'll be Boston Celtics ball. Yeah, I got a workout class so early in the morning, too. Isn't that crazy? Jordan Walsh is going to... Is he out? What is he doing? Jordan Walsh out? Yeah, Jordan Walsh is out. Okay. Peyton Pritchard. Who's in for Walsh then? Jaylen Brown. Okay. Jason Tatum at the logo finds Jaylen Brown with a nice bounce pass. He drives inside the paint, tries to do a spin move, loses the ball, but regains it, and then ends up drawing a foul on a shooting play. Brown will go to the free throw line now. All right, Brown now here for his first free throw. He's got 17 points tonight. He makes his first free throw. One more to go. Jordan Walsh comes back in for Tatum. Tatum's played 28 minutes so far tonight. Brown makes his second. What a guy. What a guy. All right. Raptors moving at a fast pace here. 1:25 left to go in the third quarter. Peyton Pritchard playing good lockdown defense around the perimeter. Drives inside. Going to be a missed layup. Raptors with the rebound, puts it back up. No good. Now Tillman secures the rebound. Gives it to Pritchard for a fast break. He'll slow it down. Now he drives inside. Feeds Tillman. Good bounce pass to Luke Cornett, but they're going to call kickball. So it'll be a side out here. 5 subs away from 39,350. As Brown takes a big-time three. That won't go in, but rebound by Tillman. So now they'll have another offensive possession. Brown to his right side. Ball just completely stolen but they're going to call foul in transition. I mean, Brown just had no ball security on that dribble at all, just dribbling it right in front of him. So the Raptor guy just swiped it away. I want to know what the foul might have been on Jaylen Brown, to be honest, when he kind of like held him back. They're going to replay this. Why are we replaying anything in the preseason? Oh, they're trying to call a clear path foul. I don't care. This does not need to be an official review. It's the preseason. Call foul, stick with it. If you can't even make the right calls in the preseason, what are we doing? 230 people watching in here. Please hit that subscribe button if you guys have not already. We put out videos every single day on the Boston Celtics, and we go live for almost every single Boston Celtics basketball game. Dude, if this takes more than 5 minutes, I'm going to be pissed. I hate reviews in basketball. They take so long. You know, there's a pitching clock in the MLB. There needs to be an official clock where you don't get to take 5 minutes to if it's not a postseason play, you should be able to have like a minute. From the minute you get that screen pulled up and you have the play, you have a minute to decide. It ruins the momentum of the game. Everybody's waiting around. The announcers don't even know what to say because they don't have any information. It's just bad for business, man. Either make it super quick or don't do it at all. It's already been a minute. And then the mic doesn't work. That's my favorite, right? The ref does all this and then the mic doesn't work, so nobody knows what the hell he's saying. So I don't know what the call is. Okay, it's a foul on Jaylen Brown. Okay. Great. Okay, now the guy's going to shoot a clear path foul shot. All right, let's go, people. And he makes the free throw. All right. That was fun. And then the clear path is they get a free throw and they get the ball. 48 seconds left. All right, Raptors ball. Oh, just absolutely chucked it out of bounds. I don't even know where he was trying to go there, but it'll be a quick turnover, and it will go back to the Boston Celtics. All right, Peyton Pritchard. That's the 15th turnover for the Raptors. 5 turnovers for Boston. Jaylen Brown for 3. No good. Tillman fighting for the rebound. He gets it. Gives it back to Brown with 26 seconds left to go here on the play clock. 10 on the shot clock. Brown taking his sweet time at the logo. He'll drive with his left hand inside the paint. Goes up against 3 different players. Tries to do a bounce pass down low to Luke Cornett, but it gets stolen. And now we go the other way. 10 seconds left on the play clock. Shot clock is turned off. 4, 3, 2, 1. A 3 ball is taken, and it will not go in. So the score at the end of the third will be 97-86 as this game is quickly getting away from the Boston Celtics. All right, 12 more minutes of gameplay. All right, last bite, I promise. It's probably gross. Okay, I'm done. I'm trying to drink this whole thing of water every day because I don't drink water ever because I just hate it. And it's not easy. I'm doing the 75 soft. So I gotta drink this whole thing every day. I gotta work out every day. I can only drink once a week. Which, that'd be fine. Because being 25 sucks. Nobody tells you that. Nobody tells you that. How many threes think Pritchard can really get in the fourth? HG Bay saying you'll drink way more. Dude, the enchiladas were so good, dude. So good. I don't eat ground beef, so I had to put ground turkey in there. But I use like whole wheat tortillas. It was so good. I put red onion, cilantro, jalapeno, and cojita cheese? Cojita? It's the Cojita cheese. I don't know how to say that one. Cheeses have the fanciest names, dude, let me tell you. Put lemon on my enchilada. I put lime juice on my enchilada. I think it was real good. Real good. Then I put a little light Mexican shredded cheese on that. Very good. And it made 10. So I had 2 for lunch today. I'm having 2 for lunch tomorrow, and so on and so forth. I love meal prepping, dude. I love it. Onions and avocado. I know. I want to do avocado, but I bring my lunch to work, so I don't want, like, the avocado to get brown in the fridge. And then I made Mexican street corn, too, on the side. That was good, let me tell you. Little Greek yogurt, mayonnaise, lime juice, cilantro, red onion, corn, cojita cheese. Still don't know how to say it. Oh, real good. All right, fourth quarter time. Welcome to the preseason where we talk about Mexican street corn. All right, Luke Cornett around the three-point line. Going to find Derek White to the screen for White. He drives inside, but then he repays the love. Gives it back to Luke Cornett to score 2 points down low. But Grady Dick back in the ball game. He quickly responds, putting up a nice little layup here to make this game still 11 points. Good screen set by Tillman for Peyton Pritchard. Now Cornett does the same thing for Jason Tatum. Grady Dick 3 points away from 30 points here tonight. Tatum feeds Pritchard. 6 seconds left to shoot. He drives inside, kicks it out. Tillman not having enough time to shoot. And it's going to be a turnover. That was bad. Tillman, come on. He knew it too. He gave himself that little pep talk. $11 minutes left to go now. Still down by 11. As Grady Dick takes a 3. Thank God that didn't go in. Dude, I'm telling you, it's so hard to watch the Toronto Raptors right now while also being a self-producer. They're shooting so quickly. Peyton Pritchard, he'll take a 3. That one won't go in. Barnes finds Dick in the corner. Nice little hook shot. Layup won't go in, but Podol will tip it back in here for 2 points. Oh, God. Tatum at the logo. Finds Luke Cornett. Looking for an outlet pass here. He gives it to Derek White. White driving inside. He'll pull up from the elbow. Shot's not going to fall. But they are going to call a foul. So it looks like Derek White should be going to the free throw line for this. Richmond Bulldog saying, watching live from New Zealand. I appreciate that. I know it's probably very late where you are as well. Or very early. Derek White makes his first free throw. Derek White at the free throw line, takes his second, and he makes his second. All right, 101. Why does that say 85? 101-90. Scotty Barnes looking for some help, kicks it out. Mitchell for 3, no good. Luke Cornett going up for the rebound, he gets it. Finds Pritchard in transition, driving inside, dribbles back out. Wants to set this up for the offense. Tatum has it at the logo with 15 seconds left to shoot. Tatum for 3. Bang! Tatum making this a single-digit ball game. And a turnover by the Raptors is going to send the Celtics basketball back the other way. I think what's really great about this is that Tatum is actually treating this like a real ball game. Not that not everybody is, but Tatum definitely is. Derek White for 3! There was no passes, no nothing. 2 dribbles, and Derek White took the 3 ball to life. Derek White up to 23 points, 5 for 11 from downtown. And the Boston Celtics will get the ball back after Scotty Barnes runs into Jason Tatum for an offensive foul. Timeout for the Raptors. I like it. I like it. Giving love, Derek White. I love it. Shamari Savage, Boston Bob. Danny Zone saying Tatum's cooking this game. Tatum, we're going to get a different Jason Tatum this year. That's what's going to be so exciting. Shamari saying, this is what I'm talking about. Yeah, Boston Celtics definitely, they come in waves, man. Their greatness comes in waves, that's for sure. Muad giving Derek Love some White. What? Muad giving Derek White some love. What's today? Is today Tuesday? My God. Good night. I had a bachelorette party this past weekend, so it's taken me a little bit to mentally recoup. All right, 227 people watched in here. 154 people have liked it. And we are one subscriber away from 39,355. All right. Let's see if the Boston Celtics can get this done in crunch time and go undefeated in the preseason. So far, they are 4-0. Although last game against the Raptors was only won by 4 points. They won 115-111. They destroyed the Philadelphia 76ers, and they beat the Denver Nuggets, swept them in Abu Dhabi. Still 3-0 here for the New York Yankees. Garrett Cole pitching a good game. "48 rebounds for the Raptors. Boston Celtics have 29 rebounds. So, you flip that number. The Boston Celtics have a much larger lead here, but Joe Mazzulla is going to get on them for that. Jason Tatum to the left here. Now being double teamed. They know Tatum's starting to feel himself. So they find Derek White in the corner. 7 seconds left to shoot. Derek White all by himself. Takes a three. Gets caught in the wedgie there. And Luke Cornett gets the rebound, but blew the whistle. I'm trying to figure out what for. Okay, I believe it'll be a jump ball, so it's going to be Derek White inbounding, finds Peyton Pritchard for three. No good, but Derek White comes sweeping in for the rebound. He takes another shot in the corner for three. No good, but Peyton Pritchard gets the rebound. And they're going to call foul on Pritchard. Well, like the effort, guys. Like the effort. All right, still 101 to 96 here. 9 minutes left to play in this ball game. Mitchell's going to take this one up here for the Raptors. Feeds Scotty Barnes. Really just trying to stay around the perimeter here are the Raptors. As he kicks it out, Scotty Barnes for three. No good. Jason Tatum there for the rebound. Tatum's going to slow this one down. At the logo. Crossover. Scotty Barnes guarding Jason Tatum. He backs it up. Trying to create some type of separation here. Tatum obviously wants to take it from downtown, so he does. Doesn't go in. Podol with the rebound. And we're going to have two from the Raptors. Peyton Pritchard now at the logo. Dribbling around the three-point line. Going to feed Derek White. He'll drive inside. Puts up a nice floater at the post. That can't fall. But the Raptors with a turnover threw it right to Xavier Tillman. The Celtics will get the ball back. Moving around the three-point line. Pritchard showing off his skills. Kicks it out to Derek White for three. My God, that's like the sixth missed shot in a row. In crunch time. This got plenty of time left, but I mean, my God, down by 7. You got to find something that works. Mitchell feeds Scotty Barnes right inside the three-point line. Derek White guarding at the elbow. Barnes kicks it out. Mitchell for three. No good. Luke Cornett tips it back out to Tatum. He decides to take this one slow. Still plenty of time. Throws it into the paint to Xavier Tillman, who quickly tips it to Luke Cornett, puts it up for 2, and that's the first made basket from the Boston Celtics in probably the last 4 possessions. 7 minutes left to go in this ball game. The good news is that while the Celtics weren't able to make their shots, neither were the Raptors. That was the only saving grace in that period. Jakob at the elbow. Luke Cornett keeping his hand straight up. Good block. But they're going to call Derek White for fouling. They're going to call a foul on Derek White for coming in late after the rebound, or after the block shot there by Luke Cornett. Oh, okay, I see. So as Jakob is driving down low, Luke Cornett with a good block, but Derek White happened to be in front of Jakob's lane and is going to get called for a block. Oh my God, they're going to review it. For love of... Reviewing plays in the preseason should be illegal. It should be illegal. There's nothing at stake here. Make the right call and we won't have to go to the frickin' monitor. Oh God, this is going to take 5 minutes. This is ridiculous. And you know what? There's nobody else to blame other than Joe Mazzulla. That dude will call a challenge all the time. You'll be blowing out the Hornets 120-17, and he'll be like, nope, I didn't like that call. Go to the monitor. I hate that. I hate review. Anyways, my rant's over. Bottom of the fourth here, Yankees still on top, 3-0. Jordan the GOAT said, like the live stream if you hate that the Knicks are going to be good this season. 281 people watching in here to see if the Boston Celtics can end up making their shots. I think they're just moving too fast. I feel like they're just kind of playing sloppy. They're not taking good reads. They're making stupid passes down low under the basket rather than just being aggressive and putting it up themselves. So I think if... Thankfully, that during this timeout, they can definitely get it together in the last 7 minutes of this ball game here, because we know the reviews are going to take 9,000 years. Yeah, the Celtics do win. They will be undefeated in the preseason. They're 4-0 right now, including a win over the Raptors a few nights ago, 115-111. Swing and a miss. The Yankees will strike out. Herron on the swing and the miss. All right, Joe Mazzulla is chopping it up here with the ref. Trying to get an answer as to why that was a block for Derek White, which it was, but we won't talk about that. Derek White now on the bench with a smile on his face because he knows it's the preseason. All right, Peyton Pritchard, Jordan Walsh now back in this ballgame as well. Really intrigued to see what Jordan Walsh can do here in crunch time, because if he seems to be a good asset like Pritchard is from half-court shots, then maybe Walsh can earn some minutes. So we've got Baylor Scheierman in the ballgame for the first time tonight. Same with Ron Harper Jr., it looks like. So no more starters. So Joe Mazzulla just wants to get some reps here in a tight ball game for these guys, which I kind of like. Oh, Neemias Queta tripping over himself in transition. That's not funny, but that's a big man falling. Peyton Pritchard knocking the ball out of the Raptors' hands. And they're going to say it's off Jakob Poeltl. So it's going to be Boston Celtics basketball here, I believe. Maybe not. Nah, it'll be Raptors ball. Jakob was just pissed he didn't get a foul. All right. Grady Dick finds Poeltl. Bounce pass back to Dick. Pump fakes at the elbow, kicks it out. Finds Scotty Barnes down low. Baylor Scheierman guarding the former Rookie of the Year, Scotty Barnes, and he does go big and puts up 2 on Scheierman. Let's see if Scheierman can get some points up here. Scotty Barnes has almost a triple-double, 23 points, 10 assists, and 9 boards. Pritchard driving down low around the elbow. Looking for some help, finds Jordan Walsh. 7 seconds left to shoot. Kicks it back out to Pritchard for 3. No good. Grady Dick with the board. As the Raptors will drain another 3. This time from Scotty Barnes, because the reason why Scotty Barnes is still in the game beats me. And now Barnes will sit, thank God. And the bench players will come in. Thank God the bench players are coming in towards the last 5 minutes of the basketball game, or else this would have been a really long watch party if we were watching, freaking Ron Harper Jr. the entire time. Juan Soto up to bat here for the Yankees as well. All right, Peyton Pritchard taking this one up. A screen set by Jordan Walsh. Going to find Neemias Queta. Now to Scheierman. Aggressive. Pump fakes. Goes down low. They're going to draw a foul. Scheierman's big, dude. He put on a lot of muscle in the offseason. Because you recognize when he starts to go down low playing up against like real NBA players and such. Not college guys anymore. And he's got some muscle mass to him. All right, Scheierman now at the free throw line. Juan Soto grounds out to end the 4th. Scheierman makes his first. Somebody else is now checking in to the Boston Celtics. Lonnie Walker is coming in. Lonnie Walker is coming in. Oh, excuse me, that's not Lonnie Walker. That is J.D. Davison. I thought Lonnie Walker was 20. Excuse me, he's 12. J.D. Davison is coming in to take out Peyton Pritchard. So, looks like we're not going to see any Lonnie Walker here tonight, which does not lead me to believe Lonnie Walker is going to make this roster, which is extremely unfortunate. All right, down by 8. 5 minutes left to go in this ball game. Neemias Queta gives a lot of cushion on his defense. Raptors driving down low, kick it back out for a 3-ball. No good. This one's going to be a Ron Harper Jr. rebound. They're going to call foul in transition on the Raptors. That means the Celtics are now in the bonus, so Ron Harper Jr. should be going to the free throw line here. And he will. Well, being in the bonus with 4:51 left is a really good way for the Boston Celtics to possibly slide back in this ball game if they want to. Ron Harper Jr. makes his first. Ron Harper Jr. making his second. All right, we got a little 6-point ball game here. Battle driving inside. Baylor Scheierman, good defense, but Battle is going to end up getting the fadeaway on top of him. J.D. Davison driving down the right side. Finds Baylor Scheierman driving inside the paint. Kicks it back out to Davison. Scheierman hesitates around the 3. Drives inside. Pump fakes. Draws the foul as well. Good play there by Scheierman. Can't get the shot to fall, but he will go to the free throw line. I like the aggression so far from Baylor. I really do. Scheierman makes his free throw. Makes both his free throws, which is really nice. Down by 6. 4 minutes left to go in this game. Raptors driving inside. Going to kick it back out. Jordan Walsh with a steal. Going to find J.D. Davison in transition. He goes up and over. And a made layup for J.D. Davison. All right. I like the aggression there from the guard. 4-point ball game here. Raptors around the 3-point line. Driving to the left. Good defense. J.D. Davison leaving a man wide open at the 3-point line. Thankfully didn't fall. Neemias Queta securing the rebound. Baylor Scheierman going up to Ron Harper Jr., overpassing him slightly, but he keeps it in play. Scheierman driving inside, kicks it back out to Walsh for 3. Little bit too short as the Raptors will come up with the rebound and 3 minutes left to go. Battle drains a 3 in transition, which is going to make a big separation here. Down by 7 points as got a little bit harder here for the Boston Celtics. J.D. Davison, he'll pull up for 3. Oh! Davison makes it and gets fouled. The opportunity to make this a 4-point play for the two-way player. Nice, 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 nice. Very nice. J.D. Davison makes the free throw. And we're back to a 1-point ball game. That 4-point play there from Davison was huge. Boston Celtics have been to the free throw line 24 times tonight. My God. Battle for 3. No good. Rebound, Neemias Queta. He'll feed J.D. Davison. 2:30 left to go. 15 seconds left to shoot. Davison feeds Jordan Walsh down low around the post. He'll go up strong. Just a little bit too short off the front iron, and the Raptors will take this rebound. A lob will be good for the Raptors. Making it a 5-point play here. Boston's still in the bonus as we are under 2 minutes now. Toronto's had 56 points in the paint tonight. Boston has had 30. Davison, kind of being a one-man show here, draws the foul but can't get the shot to fall. Davison will go back to the free throw line. Davison, the second time now he's tied his shoe. All right, Davison misses his first free throw, which sucks. And he makes his second. All right, 1:54 left to play. Raptors basketball. Playing man-to-man defense here, probably the best way to go. Ron Harper Jr. defending the perimeter. Now Jordan Walsh will. Driving inside, Baylor Scheierman trying to push the opponent towards the baseline. They're going to call a foul on Baylor Scheierman for hip thrusting there. Down by 4. Raptors basketball. Driving inside off the glass. Going to miss the layup. Neemias Queta securing the rebound as we go under 1:30 left in this ball game. J.D. Davison, a beautiful crossover. Drives inside. He'll draw another foul. And he'll go to the free throw line. Davison from the free throw line makes his first. And J.D. Davison will make his second. Got a foul on the Raptors here. Looks like it's going to be Boston Celtics basketball with a turnover. All right, got about 1:12 left to go here. Very long into the game, too. 360 people watching here. Be sure to hit that sub button for me if you guys have not already. J.D. Davison going to take this ball up. Down by 2. Celtics only won by 4 in their first game with the Raptors. Jordan Walsh driving inside, losing his handles, dribbles back out. Finds Davison with 7 seconds left to shoot. Picking up his dribble, looking for some help. Walsh, 3 seconds left. Walsh drives inside, and he makes the layup. And we've got a tie ball game. 48 seconds left to go. And they're going to take a quick timeout. Beautiful, because that gives us enough time to go on ahead and tell you guys real quick about our friends. Sorry. Sometimes being a self-producer is not the easiest thing in the world, but we do it anyways. All right, let me tell you guys real quick about our friends over at PrizePicks. PrizePicks is the #1 daily fantasy sports app in America. And if you guys are looking to test your skills against nobody but yourself, then PrizePicks is where you guys need to go. Let me tell you why I play PrizePicks. #1, it's super easy. It is one of the easiest things you guys are going to do whenever it comes to game day. All you have to do is pick 2 to 6 players and just pick more or less on a player's projected stats, and you can win up to 100 times your money on PrizePicks with as little as 4 correct picks. PrizePicks is the best place to get real money sports action. Join over 10 million users and sign up today. And you can play it in over 30 states, including California, Georgia, Texas, and Florida. So if you guys want to go ahead and get started, it's super easy. All you guys have to do right now is download the app today. Use code CLNS. Get $50 instantly after you play your first $5 lineup. Download the app today. Use code CLNS to get $50 instantly after you play your first $5 lineup. PrizePicks, run your game. I'll also have that PrizePicks link in this chat as well. Feel free to click that and get yourself an opportunity to test your skills. All right, let's go on ahead and get back to this ball game here. All right, 40 seconds left. We have a tie ball game. Driving inside, nice little 1-2 step in the paint. It will be stolen by the Boston Celtics, but the Raptors end up coming up with it, trying to put a dunk up. He gets stuffed at the rim by Neemias Queta, but they will call it a foul as he fell very hard on his ass. My God. Everybody hit the deck trying to get the loose ball. Then he tries to go up and put Neemias Queta on a poster. Neemias Queta shuts that shit down very quick. And now we got a free throw. And the first one is made. Second point is made. 2-point lead here for the Raptors. As we have 30 seconds left to go, Joe Mazzulla's going to call another timeout here. Really want to make sure that these players are equipped with crunch time moments just in case. Let's see if we can get 39,400 subscribers here tonight. We're at 39,372. So if all 436 of you guys were to hit that sub button, we should be good to go. We do post videos throughout the week talking about Boston Celtics news and rumors. We also go live for almost every single Boston Celtics basketball game. So if you guys are looking for that and you're looking for something free, well, then this is the channel for you. "29 seconds to go, down by 2, and both teams are in the bonus. Queta, Harper, Scheierman, Davison, and Walsh are the 5 on the floor here for the Celtics. All right, 29.5 seconds left to go in the last preseason game of the year. 1 week away, we will be live on this channel talking about the Boston Celtics versus the New York Knicks. Basketball's back, baby. Basketball's back. All right. Ron Harper Jr. going to inbound here. Going to find J.D. Davison. He pump fakes for the three-point shot. Takes a sidestep three. Drains it! Bang! J.D. Davison coming in clutch. 25 seconds left to go. They're going to call another timeout here to talk that one over. But Davison, what a shot. My goodness, nothing but net. Huge play by JD. Let's see if we can give JD some love in here, huh? Let's go Celtics. How about that? I don't think I have a JD Davison one, do I? If I have a JD Davison one, that'd be huge. Nah. All right, 25 seconds left. No more timeouts for Toronto. One more timeout for Boston. 25 seconds left to go, up by 1. All right, 25 seconds left to go. Raptors will inbound here. Battle. Raptors will have it at the logo. Everybody cutting. All offenses moving. A slip from the Raptors. Kicks it out. 12 seconds left to shoot. They still have it. Trying to draw the foul here. They will. That one's going to be on J.D. Davison. 11 seconds left to play. Definitely wouldn't call that a foul, but I probably would have just let that one go if I were the refs. But he got his hand on his chest. Definitely sold it, though. But all right, looks like he's going to go to the free throw line. He has made his first one, so now we have a tie ball game. So if he makes this one, it will be the lead with 11 seconds left to go. Change that clock here real quick, too. Second one is made, and the Toronto Raptors take the lead by one. 11.7 seconds left to go here in crunch time. 600 people watching. Can we get to 39,400 subs? If you guys are looking for a channel that does this all season long, you are here. Davison at the logo. 5 seconds left to play. Finds Jordan Walsh. Drives inside. He puts up a layup high off the glass. No good. And the Raptors will walk away with the win. And the whole Boston Celtics team is getting up. They're joking primarily, being like, refs, there's a foul. Let's see. Walsh did the right thing. Yeah, it actually got blocked off the glass by Carlson, so that was a really good play there by the Raptors. He went high and everything, and it got blocked, so the Raptors will take the final win here in the preseason as the Boston Celtics go 4-1. So that's not terrible, but, it sucks. You want them to be undefeated. But it's fine. We'll save that for the regular season anyways. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me on this preseason watch party. The beauty is that we are now 7 days away from the real thing actually happening. If you guys are looking for a stream that does exactly that, we have some good drinks. We give you guys play-by-play, and we just have fans talking to fans all game long. That's why we have Celtics Today by Chat Sports. So thank you guys so much for hanging out with me in here. We will be live on Tuesday, October 22nd, Celtics versus Knicks. We're going to break down the real thing. I'm going to talk more about my thoughts in tomorrow's video. Definitely want to talk a little bit more about Lonnie Walker and how his future will look with Boston. But until then, thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. Truly, it was a lot of fun, and it definitely just felt good to see a lot of familiar faces that I have not seen in a while. So thank you guys so much. I'm going to go on ahead and hop out of here. But if you guys haven't already, go on ahead and do one thing for me, and that is just hit that subscribe button. It would mean the world to me if you guys can do that and help us get to 39,400. But until then, thank you guys so much. Have a great night. And as always, go Celtics.